Real talk.
Yeah, like I said, something crazier than usual. So we good? We ready to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody situated? Decent over
Yep.
there?
Let me just make sure everything is situated.
Can I pick
Yeah,
this up
okay.
just a smidgen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it where it's comfortable and show adjust the volume. As long as you're comfortable.
Good.
Still doing hair while you getting doing it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
We had to
It's very different.
knock two things out. Mine as well.
Okay.
We got?
Yep.
I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
This is Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. It'll be 2023 and you wouldn't have had a shot yet. And I got Miss Vane in the situation with me.
Most definitely.
How you?
I'm doing good.
Will you mic up a little bit more, please? Just a little closer to
Alright.
you. And today we are at the Whitney Handz Hair Studio with the genius Miss Whitney herself. How you?
Hey y'all, I'm good. Thank you. How y'all doing?
I'm good. I'm good. First I want to congratulate you on your new space. It's fucking beautiful.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It's very comfortable in
Yes.
here and it's very deceptive.
Yes, very much so. Beautiful.
But definitely congratulations on your upgrade in your business life.
Thank you.
But you're a friend of mine. I've known Whit since before Whit knew I knew Whit.
Okay.
Like Whitney has an older sister that everybody knows.
Okay.
So when she came into the school, everybody knew who she was, even though she ain't give a damn what nobody else was doing.
Okay. That's a good thing.
But somebody that's actually grown into being a dope individual and as we see, a successful business owner. So definitely want to salute you on that. For real, for real. But how long have you had the hands?
Okay. In total.
Talk
real.
heavy.
I'm gonna talk heavy. I'm gonna get strong 23 years.
Woo.
Strong 23 years.
23.
And you only 26, so that's crazy.
I'm hungry.
and how does this start? Because this is after Dials.
This starts one is in my blood. Hair is definitely in my family. It is very popular in Atlanta, where everybody's more familiar with the Bronner brothers. So those are my cousins, aunts, uncles, stuff like that. So
Like all of them.
Who, Bronner Brothers?
Bronner brothers.
All of
I
them.
need you to plug me in. I need a real connect wholesale deal. Oh, go ahead.
That's okay, but if, because it is in the bloodline, something else that's in the bloodline is also, being hardworking and getting your own. So,
Right.
all those that are attached to it, some you may know, some you may not know, and that's because we want to go ahead and get ourselves and not just lean on a family name.
Right.
Which is important.
Yeah. So, but like I said, that's where it comes from. And having direct training from one of my cousins who has her own salon, even still to this day. But I'm talking about, 6th grade, after school, everybody's going home or going to a friend's house or something like that. Nope, I'm going to work.
Oh, you was getting money early.
Yeah.
You heard it.
I needed to buy my own pair of Suco jeans.
Ooh,
My own Sergio Valente.
I was just gonna say surgery.
Imagine I'm bonding over a pair of Sucos,
Yeah.
but it's
Real
cool.
talk.
It's cool. Those was the times.
Yeah.
Damn elastic jeans.
I still want a pair.
We was trying to be in Scorpio. Right? Take y'all back real quick.
Yo,
I'm
that's
here.
crazy. She said Scorpio though. But like, all right. So a lot of times when somebody is you born into the situation, a lot of times we take that for granted. We have ideas of grandeur of doing other things. Did you ever have that time, or was it always like this? Where the money at? This where I'm at with it.
So my parents had us in a lot of activities. We were in modeling, we were in karate, we were in dance,
Right.
we were doing a whole lot. So their main thing was to be able to keep our eyes open. I always came back to hair. Granted, I did love landscape engineering. That's something that, we used to take our family trips and everything. I would be the one trying to redesign the bridges and the highways and stuff. Like, well, how come they couldn't make this this entryway here and all that kind of stuff. Granted, I get that from my father. He's a retired engineer. So
Oh wow!
Yeah, shout out to OG.
Yeah,
But when you're talented in one aspect, is many other talents there.
right. So I'm pretty much seeing that artwork for for structure and having things be symmetrical or asymmetrical, but still pleasing to the eye is still something that spoke to me. So I'm still using that.
Right.
That makes sense. God damn, niggas want to build bridges while they kids. Like,
But you had a paper, you was like sketching
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would show my dad, and
I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, it ain't over yet.
Right.
People really hitting that pinnacle at 80. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know,
You be a
I'm
hairstylist
not
all 15 years,
Right.
then you be to something else
They
and
go through another
next.
passion.
It's a whole. Listen,
Right.
keep
Right.
that open. Shoot.
that's crazy because I never knew that. So, and you said your pop was an engineer, so you drawing his blueprints. Did you look at his?
No. So my dad used to be the chief engineer for the Navy base. And so, like I said, just because I would see sketches for him, for his business or whatever that he would be doing with them, because he had a side business as well, dealing with like remodeling, kitchens or whatever like that. So very artsy, hands-on family. So I think it just being around that and seeing the things that he would make in the house and would sell his businesses. He used to have a store on South Street as well. So.
So you come from a background of people being entrepreneurs and still transitioning in the workforce.
And still being in the workforce, as well, for sure.
So that was definitely helpful for you to be able to, just hop out there and have some faith.
It's a gift and a curse, to be honest, because you can be taught to be a hard worker, but then you don't know how to slow down. And then you end up burning yourself. Yeah, you end up burning yourself out. And sometimes you don't even know that you burnt yourself out. Like a scary time for me that I didn't even know I was stressed out was 2010. Literally woke up. It's on Valentine's Day. It was a Sunday. I'll never forget it. Now I'm allergic to so much stuff. So and I have acquired new allergies as well.
Oh wow.
Just over time. So when I woke up and half of my face is like with no type of feeling or you can't see no kind of emotion come out, like it's just done. I had a stroke in my sleep and I did not know it.
Damn it,
I
Whitney.
did not.
You need a drink.
Let's take a sip today.
Was you on some pressure on you? Did you feel any type of way as it was like like not talking about like pressure like as far as 2010, I think about that time frame.
I never looked at pressure as pressure because we were so taught of this, whatever it is what it is.
Like survival mode.
Survival mode. Yeah. I'm not thinking about what stress is. And if I'm stressed, I'm thinking about, let me just do what I got to do.
Yeah.
And my body was just like, no, that's enough. Shut down. And my whole right side was done. Meaning, we could be just like how we are right here. If I'm just looking straight, you could tell a joke, and I'd be cracking up on this side, and you can't tell nothing on this side.
I get what you're saying.
But my entire right side, head to toe, was like that. So I had a strong 3.5-4 weeks of being on 9 different medicines, a whole bunch of steroids or whatever. To get me right, having to have medicine balls so I can be able to get my feelings in my hands and my feet and stuff right. Having to eat and drink through a straw.
And you couldn't do hair.
No, but
your basic
how about
activities.
this happened while I was in cosmetology school.
Wow.
So of course I'm trying to have, still stay with my deadline of, being done, trying to graduate on time. I got plans.
Right.
I came back to school a little early. They was mad at me. But I got a couple pictures. I look a little crazy.
That's determination, though.
It was.
That's the type of stuff that gets you through life, because life gonna send you all type of curveballs.
Yeah, but your body will let you know.
Your body will let you know.
Yeah.
So now I listen. I've scheduled out a few days for me to be able to just take, give myself a little break.
Right.
You got to, because the bounce back is not guaranteed. Like you are fully functional. You know what I mean? You got full range of motion with everything now. It ain't guaranteed next time that's going to be how it be, or you know what I mean. And sometimes it's a mental break. That I heard a guy, and I'm not going to say his name, but he's an artist from the city, and he was actually on the Breakfast Club recently, and he told Charlamagne he had a mental break when he was like, I think 19, and he snapped out of it at like 24. Ooh. So for like 5 years he was just existing and not even there at all, and didn't realize it. And then once he came back, once he you know, everything straightened out for him, or he figured out what was going on with him, he still had 5 years of what happened and what bridges did I burn, or you know what I mean, with opportunities. Like it's a lot, so we got to be careful with everybody wants to be a hustler or claims to want to be a workaholic and a hustler, but you got to be healthy to do that shit.
Listen, you got to eat right. You got to be able to give your body the real nutrients. I learned during the pandemic I couldn't just run to McDonald's and get $1 joint like I used to. I had to go get a bottle of water, throw some minerals in there, had like A, B, C, D, E, F, G all in it, drink it, and I felt more alive to be able to you know, go through what I had to go through. So yeah, I definitely understand that. When your body shut down, it's over.
So that's the worst thing of being forced to sit down. You know, you didn't prepare for that.
Right.
But it happens to everybody that goes hard. They run into something that sits their ass down, man. And like I said, you just want it to be something that you can recognize and bounce back from. So more power to you for that. But you said 3-4 weeks of basically rehab, medication, drinking through a straw, and then you was back after the 4 weeks, or it was a process still?
It's still a process, and it's still some things that are residual from it. Like you know, your memory. My memory is not it. I mean, it's not it. Granted, I have other things that can contribute to that, but the main thing, is really from that, you know. And it sucks because it has made people think, you know, I forgot about them, or you know, I meant to do this, like, or if I'm saying to somebody, remind me to do such and such, like, I'm not being extra. I really need you to remind me.
But you never needed that assistance before. You was always,
I never needed that assistance.
You're somebody that people like, if she want to do something, she gonna do it. Right. So now when you might want to do something and you can't control, you know what I mean, it doesn't make sense to them. You'd be surprised at what powers people grab from you and then resent you for when you all got on the board, and they don't even realize it,
that you can't operate like that at the time. And that also show you, that gives you that boundary that you have to put with people. For like, okay, you might not understand what's going on, but you know, it's not your place to know exactly what's going on if they're not close enough. But look, I'm gonna have to set this up where it gotta be like that, and you just going, and it's all love. You know, like, love me too, like, even when I'm down, and even when I'm not fully functioning. So I get it.
That's like, imagine how I feel knowing that my memory isn't the way how it is and I'm young.
Right.
Do you know what kind of fear I had for my brain? I give you a prime example, right? Okay. Just say getting home from here.
Right.
Y'all know how to get home? Like, back of your hand, it's nothing.
Oh, your road. Boop.
Okay. I was coming from West Philly, coming to North. I know my way. All right. I'm around the way. I got lost.
And like frustrating loss, like took
frustrating
a while.
loss, like I almost had a panic attack. I had to call my husband to help me, and the first thing, I didn't even think about, just put your GPS on. My thing was like, yo,
I know these streets.
I know these streets and I don't know where I'm at. This is crazy to me.
It was like almost like the scenery was a blur for you, like, oh my gosh,
it's like, it's familiar, but I can't tell you where I'm going. And husband just had to have me be able to snap back, like, yo, put the GPS on. He stayed with me on the whole time while I was coming home. But it was just like, that's scary. Right. And my fear is the fact that by the time I'm 50, 60 years old, I'm dealing with full-blown dementia. Like, I'm dealing with, some real stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah. But don't let fear... Don't let that be your fear.
No. I'm living.
Don't let that be your fear.
And be proactive. Do things that's good for you.
Let 50 and 60 come.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? I'm guarantee you 50, 60 come. You ain't got to deal with that. You probably still just dealing with a couple things. But you be all right. You going to be all right.
Yes.
I feel it.
Yes.
Now, off of that real quick, because I just thought about something with you and your architecture. So, shout out to Tiff. Tiff make the damn cakes. That
Right.
is basically like you need a blueprint to make the cake.
Is that her sister?
Her sister, yeah.
Okay.
She's
They
like
all
a female
do
cake boss, like the
Really?
extravagant cake stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I call her cake boss.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so it's kind of like an architecture build because it's hard to build a cake. You
She
gotta
make
quick.
that pocketbook.
Right.
Oh wow.
Like real shit. So like it's just funny that you said you used to be trying to do bridges and she making cake bridges and shit. That's amazing. That's amazing. So what is the plans for Whitney's Handz? Because you're not just a hair studio. You got a bunch of merch in here. You got your own product line,
Right.
which is amazing.
Thank
like
you.
what are we doing here? Is this the empire? We about to open a school?
This is the empire, and that is a part of the final goal. With the, I don't even want to say final. That's a part of one of the goals. Yes. In addition to that, I have a hands-on program with young students that come here on Mondays, usually at this time.
Okay.
But you know,
My bad.
no, you good. It was for good purpose. They fine. But between the ages of 8 and 17, and so they'll come here. We work on mannequins. They get proper training on how to do certain things, like the way how it was when I came up. My cousin was an instructor at Empire Beauty School, so I was receiving proper teaching as I was coming up. On days that she was closed and she was teaching, I would sit in the back of the class with her and be able to just soak up info. So I knew how important it was for me having that info. And then when I did go to cosmetology school, how ahead of everybody I was and how I was able to help other people. It's different perspectives. So I was able to help the teachers as well because I went to school out in Lancaster. It's a lot of people that are mixed out there. So I gave a lot of help for those that are just straight with a more coarse texture or for not knowing how many textures we have.
Absolutely.
And then being able to be very versatile in what I can do with other ethnicities and different hair types, and that's how I also learned different deficiencies or whatever with people's hair, on how I was able to come up with the hairline.
Oh, you
with
dope,
a couple
dope.
other people as well. So it's all with knowledge.
Was it the Empire downtown?
I was out in Lancaster.
I'm talking about the one your cousin.
Oh no. She was out Warminster.
Oh yeah, because the one downtown was the hangout spot.
Oh, yeah.
I went
That
there
was the
too.
hangout. Yeah.
I went there too. I took 2 weeks off to go out of town. I ain't never.
You go to Liberty Place and it's a parade around that ground. That's crazy. No, but I mean, like, everything artistically is to some extent is trial and error based, right? But with your cousin, she took a lot of the error out for you because you were getting real knowledge. It wasn't just, well, I did this girl hair and her hair was softer than this girl hair and that's what happened. You knew why.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know the you didn't have to keep trying to figure it out and maybe break somebody's shit off in the process.
Right.
But that's dope. That's dope.
And that's what's lacking today. Because
Barbers too.
listen, because
Barbers
it's
too.
YouTube. Right, YouTube came
University.
out. Now we got Instagram. Because back in the day, when I guarantee when you was hustling, you can definitely vouch for this. Because I was a hairstylist. We ain't have Instagram and Facebook and all that type of stuff to get our stuff out there. So we couldn't take pictures. We had to actually take pictures from other people or learn from somebody else. We had to actually get in our grind in our bag, and people had to refer word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So right now with the I call it the congregation has today is a whole lot of people who like, oh, I went on her page, I saw it, I can kind of mimic that, but there's no real hair background. So people are just like, their hair is dying.
It'll be alright. Wait till the lawsuits come in.
Right. Somebody said they run their illegal business. I cried.
I mean, one thing about social media and business in general, remember everybody was selling fruit pouches and like them little liquor mixed liquor joints, and you don't see them no more?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh yeah, L&I.
You stop playing.
It's called the government.
They went up there and
listen, you post something else about you selling liquor out your house.
Right. Oh yeah, they're not playing about
on
liquor.
this medium platform. Like it's like,
Wait,
but there's
I know
always going to be that thing that's like, well, I can get people to see it right now, so I can figure it out real quick and come up.
Right.
Coming up has no longevity in it.
No, not at all.
There's no longevity in the come up. It's longevity in learning fundamentals and how to adapt.
Right.
Because the game changes too. just like you said, even with social media being implemented.
Yeah.
Now, when somebody put the Whitney Handz scarf on, 150 people see it.
Yeah.
As opposed to the 3 people in their house.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's you just gotta that. But that's the thing too. You make pillowcases.
Wow.
I see you got. See, that's the exclusive hat. Ain't nobody else got that hat. I'm about to say you got the brims.
You're a fashionista too.
You got the hoodies.
Yes, that
she
comes with all the fashion show stuff and people I've been.
Okay, here we go. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give it to.
Because this is real fly right there. I was actually really drawn, and I felt like I seen it on my Explore page. Because I'm a connoisseur of hairstylists.
So it probably did pop up on your page.
Because nobody really had the little, this
with
going
the mask,
with the in the two-tone dress. Like
that was on my way to that plaque. To where I received that plaque right there.
Okay.
The 2022.
I actually saw that on your
Entrepreneur
page.
Awards. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Congratulations again. I definitely told you. You was on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Thank you.
You've been doing it kind of big, homie. And when I say kinda, it's not to belittle. It's like, I already know greater later. Yeah. But like, you running, my nigga. Like you in the field with the percentage you need to be in the field with when it comes to
in that field.
Yeah. Because it's just like anything. They can say, well, everybody do that. Well, I don't know, everybody do it the way that I do it, with the passion that I do it. Nobody has the personality that you have. You know what I mean? Like, all of these things matter.
And this industry is so big. The pot is so big that it's enough.
Everybody got hair. Or need hair.
Yeah, it's enough for everybody. And I like the fact that you training young girls up and giving them an opportunity to learn from a professional so that they can dream big.
Where do you get these girls?
All right, so the first girl came from somebody that we were that I was in middle school with as well, but she teaches at a high school. So she came to me like, hey, one of the girls wanted to be able to, she wanted to go into hair.
She expressed interest.
Yep, she expressed interest, and I said, that's perfect. I didn't even start my program yet. I had everything down, like, with my business plan and all that kind of stuff. So I said, cool, she'll actually be the first one. Then when I started telling a couple of my clients what I was doing on Mondays, because they're like, Whitney, you're always so busy. So I'm running down my day. And by the time I'm talking, I'm like, oh, Monday is my traveling day. I go to my clients' homes that day. Cause I'm
you a traveling stylist? I love it.
I'm in the salon Tuesday through Saturday. So Monday is my traveling day. But I come back to the salon 5 to 7. I'm with my girls.
Right.
So I'm letting them know what's going on. So it just kept growing from there.
I love it.
No, that's dope. That's ill. And I see that there's a few ladies that had the same heart that from what I've been seeing online that's running similar things. But like you say, it could never be enough. Like, learning how to do something right is priceless.
Yes,
it's priceless. It's just like being a plumber. My man dad been a plumber for 70 something years. My man been with him since he was 10.
Right. That's infinite information right there.
Yeah, because everything's situational. No matter how much you really know, like, you might go into a boiler room that's set up all wrong. And how do you solve that problem?
That's crazy that you saying that, because I talked to some people like PGW, and the new generation don't know anything about the gas information. So the people who's like been there engineering for so long, it's people who's not even interested in that. So like it's gonna be a certain time when them people die off, who's gonna run the engineering? Even though it's programs and stuff that's put together, it's people in place that actually know the insides of, like, before the program came. You know what I'm saying? Like the apps. It's an app to do Photoshop. It's an app to make music. It's an app to all that stuff. But you don't know the real programs. Like, to even put, like, this situation up.
No, you're right.
You still need to know those things.
Yeah, everything matters, man. Shit. Lately, I've been talking for a living. Trust me, all I do is research talking for a fucking living.
Right.
I watch people talk. I watch interviews. I read certain shit. Like, I try to keep up with enough things to be knowledgeable about a little bit of everything. Like, I don't just say, oh, niggas just want to hear me talk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Some people would think that. Like, it's just like when we went to school, it was a beginning, a middle, an end. It was all right, well, you got the first sentence that's supposed to piggyback off the rest of the sentences. People don't be into that aspects of things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm listening.
No, but you good. I mean, shit. Look at the captions. What are you doing to my hair, by the way?
All right. So I am 2-strand twisting them. So
She ain't even asked me, so.
Okay, you just doing it.
Oh yeah. So right now I'm 2-strand twisting. The ones that's gonna be in the front, I was gonna actually ask you if you wanted me to allow some of them to come back, or if you want me to just keep them being individual twists. But the ones back here, they was.
I think that might be a look, Sammie.
I was gonna say,
That'd be a look.
Hold on.
Oh,
All right, whatever.
that ain't sound too bad.
It just sound like a losing battle. Like
Yeah, we like, yo, yeah.
I'm clearly outnumbered. You with them too? You rolling? Hey man.
He's a twister too.
Now I'm gonna keep it G. Like my usual styles, because this is the first time Whitney's doing my hair, which is fucking amazing.
Okay.
Because we should have probably been here a long time ago. But she'll be like, "Can I do something new?" Because I usually get the two similar styles all the time. And my whole thing is just don't wale me.
You talking about with the lumps and the joint
don't
coming up
wale.
to the front
Like,
and like a nice concoction.
I don't need my shit
here.
looking like a church hat.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
And I'm good. Like, I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the church.
You done did some of the wild stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
With the
Look at the wall.
bun.
Ain't none of
But you know what? I think some
Rel
of them
ain't
be
never
high.
had none of them styles.
Some of them be high in like, you know, little sections that ain't right.
I can't even speak like that.
He gonna do them barrels. Right there.
Oh gosh.
Nah,
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, like he'll do them barrels. That's the most that he'll do.
That's okay. That's giving me inside cornrow.
Rel cheating.
That's about it.
Anytime you the billboard for the company.
right.
You can't never go to work without his shit looking right. Like,
But shoot, some people go to somebody else and then got to come back to you because they done twisted it the wrong way. They done did it the wrong way. And like, look, I'm sorry, I ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah, I just got a text message. What was it today? I had a client. I didn't have availability to be able to do her hair, and she sent me a message today that said, "I'm never cheating on you again."
Oh, that's so sweet.
This is what I asked for, and this is what I got.
Oh, it's so transparent.
And I was just like, "Oh, okay, so we gonna work it out."
But it's funny because I mean, a lot of people. What I see is a lot of people get their locks started wrong.
Yeah.
And then when they go to somebody that really is about their life, they gotta redo all that shit. And you see it a lot too on them reels and them little videos. You see how they start. Do you see them going to surgery?
What?
Like, yo, that's amazing. You ever did somebody who ain't get their hair done in 3 years?
I would say it's close to it. Not necessarily having to be 3, but yeah, I've definitely had.
That's like Encino Man. That's like a caveman, right?
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
How long is that?
Having to cut through them because they're all matted together.
And pull and
Yeah,
break
you gotta
hair.
split the locks. Some up. Yeah, it's a lot.
How much do that cost?
Depends on what else we doing with it.
Speaking of which, let's get an address to the salon before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
1417 Old York Road, and I am in Suite 201B. So I'm right in the front. As soon as you pull up, I'm literally right next door to Michael's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's important because it'll be the end of the episode.
The suite is lovely.
No, this is a cool building. Just from a business standpoint as a setup, like what to do with this kind of space, this make all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you come in, it's all blank, and it's just going to be the cabinets that they provided, which is good because all of this stuff was in my cart before coming here.
Okay.
It's so crazy. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah,
God
like a
was
mobile
working.
cart?
No, like I was looking for a builder.
Okay, like a cart. Okay,
I was looking for a builder. So when I was shopping and needing stuff for the salon, the cabinets, shampoo bowls, stations, chairs, all that stuff.
All that was already.
All that stuff was in my cart.
Okay.
So when I came here to get my ends trimmed by one of my other co-workers that I was working with before, when I came here, she was just like, oh, it's more, it's some stations or whatever that's up in the front because they're bigger. So okay, this is it's cute. She's in a suite for one person, and like I said, I was looking for a building, so I said it's a little small, but she says a larger one. So when I came up here and peeked my head through their window, like through their door, I said, yeah, set that up.
That's crazy how things work out. Like
Right, so I was able to get all that stuff out
found...
my cart and just come in here and just start decorating. So this was the vision that I wanted for the salon, regardless if I had my building or not. I was going with the black and white, going with the way how.
I'll be honest with you, on your page, you wouldn't know it was a suite.
Okay.
No,
it looked like it's a full salon.
Listen, I don't know how your perspective is. Mm-hmm. All I saw was fly salon.
I love it.
That's all I saw.
Thank you.
No, really.
I mean,
no, I did. I'm like, I didn't know we was coming in the suites. I thought it was going to be a building. I'm thinking it's
just the whole. That's dope.
It's giving what it's supposed to give.
That's dope. Thank
Look.
Yes.
And that's the thing with spacing, though. You never need too much space, and you don't need until you get your building.
Yeah. You
don't need too much space, because once you get the building, then that's going to be multifaceted and functional to what your needs are, and what your students' needs are.
Yeah.
So
you
why
to
waste
live
time?
in that
Why waste money on extra square feet that you don't need right now till you get there?
It's just crazy you said that. I feel like sometimes when people hop into certain things, how can I put it? They're not even they're not even comfortable in where they are presently, right? So when they like, all right, once I get this and that, then I'm going to do this and that. But if you're not doing this, that, and that where you're at, to be able to grow into this, that, and that, you're not ready for it.
And you don't know what's your next move.
Exactly.
You thought you knew your next move.
You thought you know your next move, but you don't. And it always works out for you because you're always going to be where you need to be at when you need to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of next moves, somebody put up a post today that said, "These is the old space. Now I got a new space because the next move." So what we doing, man? Is there anything you can let us in on yet?
Well,
it's too early. What's up?
It's not too early. I'm just like I finally, after getting a groove of clientele and stock and inventory.
Yeah, cause she's the Walmart of this hair shit.
Yeah, like you know how the Walmart aisle you in there or the CVS aisle. You're like, hey, CVS move that. They don't even know how they move. They're just bringing packages in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm like, okay, 2 Walmarts. 2 Walmarts in a nice area, a little aisle, just of all black products. I only sell what people buy the most. I don't do all the extra stuff. So Walmart probably got at least 400 products sitting on that little aisle. I go down to Virginia, it's a whole different. They got bundles. They got all type of stuff in Virginia. They ain't got that up here.
What?
But yeah, it's crazy in my old town because I grew up in Virginia.
Okay.
They got pack hair. They got braiding hair. I'm like, dang, I need to be.
Walmart?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking I might want to work with Walmart to see how I can create a better aisle for them. That's another plan.
There you go.
But my whole thing is with myself is, I'm into a more office space situation where I can create more 24-hour revenues. Mind you, my customers thought I was 24 hours, but they ain't know the warehouse. Yeah, they ain't know that the warehouse closed and the closed at 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? So, but now it's more 24 hours more. I can play around. I can look at it and get everything together. But I'm just working on the next move, and the next move is getting rid of some of these hookah spots and making them beauty supply spots. You know what I'm saying? All glass encased, so you can't loot, you can't riot. You know what it is. You know it's black owned. So that's the next thing. But right now, I'm just getting the logistics really down.
Why hookah spots?
Because how much hookah you gonna smoke? It's like 3 hookah spots in one.
It's like why?
Why? I smoked hookah about a month ago.
Yeah, you smoke or don't?
Listen, I smoked hookah a month ago. I ain't even smoked a blunt, a L in a month, and I'm sick. So I'm coming for hookahs right now.
That's crazy though, because you specifically said I'm shutting down hookah spots.
I'm shutting down hookah spots.
I'm like, is it the size of them?
But I'm not gonna hold you. The way they set up is like perfect. But I got a couple of them. The guys from like Dubai and Yemen who are interested in my business, but I'm not ready to shop it out and get invested.
And they trying to find out something to do with.
They trying to find something. They own all the properties. They own all the properties in West Philly, all the properties in North Philly. So I got one of the the couple plugs when I'm ready to step out. Not on the invested tip because I need all my money on the product tip. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to hold it down what I'm doing. But I really want them in my business like that. I just want you to be able to plug me into these new buildings that y'all then fixed up and made all cute.
And we can make money that way.
So that's what I transitioned out of the warehouse to more 24-hour situation. And that's just what it is.
That's what's up, man. Big things them going, man.
Yeah, you got to keep evolving. You can't just.
I like, look at her talking heavy. The old spot, I got a new spot, but y'all don't even know about the next spot. When did the new spot happen?
It happened.
No, that's exciting though. That's dope. That's dope. Cause I can't keep bragging about you if you don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if I don't expand, that means something didn't slow down. And I told now it's so crazy that the wholesalers is coming at me like we need black people. Once this transition come, the Koreans got it because we only use 70. We use 80% of the products. They don't use a couple shampoos. That's what they're telling me. We don't use a couple shampoos. We don't really mess with this stuff like that. We need that new marketing strategy.
They don't eat the food in the Chinese store neither.
Huh?
They don't eat none of the food in the Chinese store.
I know they eat some more other stuff with the soup, drinking and enjoying some white rice and keep it moving.
It'd be white rice in the soup, yeah.
So they see that I'm running in and out because I done made them plenty of money. They like, yo, when we come in, we want you too. But I don't need no salary. I need a percentage because I feel like by the time that transition happened, the whole world gonna know about Salon in the Box.
Talk heavy.
That's how I feel. Y'all gonna need me before I need y'all. But I thank y'all for the game plan though. But I need some of them plugs with distribution, so I ain't gotta go straight there. I can just mess with y'all. All right, order like 4 more cases for me.
Yeah, you already putting the order in.
Yeah, I'm already putting the orders in. Order me some too.
Yeah.
For the price.
Makes sense to me. Make all the sense in the world to me. So when it came to starting your product line with, how did you have to go about that? What was the process?
So that was something that was between me and one of my girlfriends and her cousin. All right, so I already had some products that I like, some ingredients that I already wanted to work with, and she was working with getting the label and not the label, getting the products and everything started with actually mixing them. She already had a warehouse that she was able to kind of do stuff in, right? So it was able to kind of jump stream some things. So I would give ingredients, she's putting stuff together, we figuring out how we rocking and rolling with it.
I'm loving it. Yes.
So that's pretty much how we was able to jumpstart things, and then I pretty much have do my own printing, I guess you could say, like for the labels for them.
Right.
Until I find a company that I really like I
for private label.
Yeah, for the private label and stuff. Right.
That's what's
so
up.
What was the baseline idea? Because you said you had a couple of ingredients that you wanted to include. So what's the difference between what you provide and what typically is in these?
Got you. So a main thing, like even just say like what's inside the shampoo that has the African Shea Butter powder. So from the women that's of Chad, Africa, like if you look at a lot of those, their posts and you see them putting like that clay, look like mud or something like that that's inside their locks, and their locks are all the way down here, or their hair is just all the way hanging down. That powder is what's inside of there. So I knew I wanted to be able to work with that. I knew I wanted to be able to work with a lot of stuff that would either have like your shea nut oils, or if it had avocados, or if it had aloe, like anything that's going to be natural. I wanted to be able to rock with it. And then if we had to have something be a little bit mixed from, just say whatever, like just say marshmallow root, to be able to allow the detangler to be able to work better or something like that, we can get that.
I love that you went back to the culture, because that reminds me of Nubian heritage. First start off, I went to Harlem. I'm like, yo, why is these girls with long hair like that? They ain't even. You go to the Bronx, you get the mixed joints. You go to Harlem, you got the real black joints, hair down here all silky, and I'm dealing with thinning hair. Whole time I ain't gonna hold you, the beauty supplies that I sell ain't always the best, but they sell. I'm just an entrepreneur, so I'm just selling them. So I like the fact that you actually going back to the root. I started using the Nubian heritage, goat's milk, the shades, the different stuff, and washing my hair with black seed. Oh my gosh, I ain't had to deal with nothing ever again.
And that's why.
You back?
You know what I mean? I was back, like, ooh.
That's why.
Hair, I ain't gonna hold you. They said my hair looked like it was Jesus. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, my grandma called me Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Huh?
Said that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the thickness. I was like, dang. So that's good that you're doing that, because you need. I didn't know nothing about it living in Virginia, in different places. When you get more towards like where the culture is being cultivated, you can find out more. Because they definitely like, yeah, go to that store over there. I was like, what?
The thing that was able to kind of work out good for everybody is the fact that we had the pandemic where you had to sit down and start thinking. If your mind wasn't already business, like you know, you pretty much was going to be a consumer at that point.
Yeah, you was gonna buy. So many millionaires was made.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Now, if you wasn't purchasing for your business, you know, I don't know, you wasn't on the wave, right?
Nah, you wasn't. It's an inflation right now, so you really had to be going really business.
Yeah.
But I'm listening. Go ahead.
It's like, you know, you had to you should have already been thinking about something, but that kind of put you on go for it. So it worked out. I mean, even with just say like with the edge control that has hemp seed oil and castor oil.
I need some cases. I mean, I buy it. Just give me throw me a wholesale price. I mean, I was trying to holler at a couple girls,
for sure.
like throw me your joints and give me the wholesale price. Let me, get like 2-3 cases. Oh, that's not enough. It's not with the whole. I'm not the distributor. I can put you on the distributor, but let's work together because the more that I sell, the more you gonna make. So you know what I mean. Throw me a couple cases.
No, I mean that's true, and it's out here. Like I just did the Black Beauty Expo. That was at the convention center a couple Sundays ago.
Yeah.
Dope. A lot of people purchase my line, especially out in New York.
Wow.
So they're putting in their second orders and stuff from there. So that's the thing. They're just like, oh yeah, we loving that. I just had somebody come in here and just get. She was like, oh, my mom loves these edge controls. She came in here, got 3 of them. Just had to go and replace them, but it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Edge controls is a big,
especially because it don't leave no white residue.
That's what they ask for. Solana box, it doesn't leave white residue.
No,
sometimes I gotta fluff it.
What I will say for people, because I don't think that they understand, edge control has to go on clean hair. So when you wash your face, you need to wash your edges too.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and restart. You will never have white, residue. But if you over there trying to reapply over top of something,
it's gonna get residue.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, you knock that out. Especially with the ingredients you have, you knock.
Yeah. Right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm growing your edges while you laying them down.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure because a lot of people like to press out their edges real quick to give it that nice baby hair. Just me personally too. So you throw some of that nice good oil that you got up there. Man.
So like,
I got a few different oils.
I seen a picture of SHACARI Richardson, right? Track star. And she got all these like exaggerated baby hairs, but she's running track. And her nails is this long, which I'm used to the nails being long in track.
I think it's a frontal.
It's a lot going on to be running though, right? Am I tripping? Like, is it that important? Like,
no, it's a lot.
Are we that critical that you gotta have all of this?
It's a lot, and I think it's where she from. Where is she from?
I don't know where SHACARI's from.
I think she's from down south. Down south always been extra anyways, but they've been a little behind in Bama. I don't want to talk about SHACARI. I might meet her one day. Hey, SHACARI, how you doing? But I'm just saying, like,
maybe you can help her.
Yeah, like when you come more towards the north, you get more sensible things. Like, oh, it's going to lay like it's supposed to. They be all crazy doing certain things. You be like, nah, that's a Bama right there.
I've been watching the NBA draft my whole life. I know.
You know, right? Yeah. And the nails. I mean, I don't know how you wipe your butt. How you wipe your butt.
With your nails out
you got to go like this. I mean,
they dab it. You got dab.
You got to dab it a little bit.
Being in 15 minutes, dabbing.
I don't trust it.
I don't trust it.
I don't trust it.
And you being in hairstyles, you got to keep your joints low.
I do. My thing is, I like to go like this.
Right.
For me, braiding, anything I'm doing, no. I need to feel that fit.
How do you keep your hands together, your hand work, so you don't get like carpal tunnel and things like? Because you've been rocking and rolling for a while, so your hands is moving beautifully.
I'm gonna tell you, first thing first. The way how you hold your hands, positioning. You have to know if you're holding something the wrong way. You can give yourself carpal tunnel. It ain't nobody else's fault but yours because you was holding your tools the wrong way.
Exactly. Okay.
That could be for cutting, with your shears or something like that. Like I'm left-handed. Okay. So you have,
right. That's what I was saying. Lucky lefty.
We have left-handed shears, and if you are holding them, just say here, right? You holding them the wrong way. I could sit there and give myself, I'm going like this, carpal tunnel, regardless. But you got people that cut like that. They don't know what they doing.
Yeah.
So that's 101, having knowledge about the right way how to hold the tools.
And I'm pretty sure it looks uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They just stay in an uncomfortable place and think it's cool. Like,
Because
some
they
people
found the
do it.
angle and they stuck with it.
yeah.
Instead of trying to improve the situation or find out the right way, I guess.
Right.
But no, and that's crazy because literally.
But
I
hand
can see
massages
that.
too.
Yeah. Okay.
Hand massages.
I ain't gonna hold you. I started doing hair in 2010. That's all I could do. I threw like 2,500 flyers out in Virginia and told them $50 sew-ins, $125 braids. I was doing like 4 heads a day.
Yeah, you.
And people was
get it.
like saying, I made my first 1,000 in a week though. I was happy as shit. I said I ain't never stopped.
Felt like a stripper.
What? I ain't need no sugar daddy or nothing. I was talking heavy. So my hands started hurting because it wasn't used to that much activity. Massage. When she said massages, I put it
still
over
a
hot
muscle.
water and massages. My hand's still good to this day. I mean, I slowed down, thank God. But like to this day, it's still good. So like when people talk about, yeah, I did hair in a week and I carpet tunnel and I can't do hair no more. I'm like, what? You gonna stop getting that money? You know, like you gotta get that money.
It's like even when we get our manicures or whatever, what you can't skip is my hand massage part.
Yeah.
You know, I make sure I tell them what I do. Now, granted, I have a relationship with them now, so they already know.
Yeah, they already
but
know.
from the beginning, I need you to understand, I'm with my hands all day. When it's time for this massage, don't forget
therapy.
it and don't short me.
Yeah, and I'm a tip you nice for this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm gonna tip you for sure.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Take care of
tipping
me
business.
so I
I'm
can
not-
take care of you.
Right.
The lollipop with
crazy.
the Henny is something
I
awesome.
see you over there going there like a little epa. Anyway, what what's the pros and cons of being a mommypreneur?
Being there and not being there. Okay, so that means being with my kids, so that they can see the hustle, but
Right.
then not being with them because I'm hustling.
Right.
That's your problem. I'm telling you, it's always that gift and curse. It's just they go hand in hand the whole time.
Is that,
I love for them to be able to say, "Oh, mommy, we going to your salon, whatever." That they over here making their own little TikTok videos and all kinds of stuff. Son doing his own little promo, so I know that they love it, and I'm glad that they see all of that. I just hate when it comes to, "Oh, mommy going to work again." I'm like, don't make me feel like that.
you ever
want
had,
that-
you ever
you
had
want
a
that
baby
new
on
game.
a baby on your hip and there's something right here and you still getting it in?
Of
You ever had
course,
those moments?
Of course,
I love it.
And that's one before I had my salon. 2, I mean that was just me always going to my side clients. You know, I would be in the salon, but I've always traveled to clients. It ain't matter where I was going, and my kids was right there with me. My son, especially son, Munch. He was always with me in my clients' houses. I mean, from being in belly to being in that car seat sitting right there to, creating our own little playpen in somebody else's house just so that I could do their hair and control, my child.
I love that because that means you built a relationship with your clients.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like family.
Yes. And you can kind of base how long you've known them off of that.
Yeah.
Because some people just like, dang, I met you when I was pregnant with Munch. He about to be 10, girl. Yeah.
10 years.
Like, I've been doing your hair for 10 years or longer than that. So, man, we got some time in.
Yeah, that's family right there.
Exactly.
That's sisterhood. Like, I know you.
Some of my clients was at my wedding. Like, that, they become family.
Right.
But that's why I don't like that meme that dudes is more faithful to their barber than they is to their women. They barber been faithful to them longer than that woman.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Real talk.
I've been able to count on this nigga every Thursday for 15 years.
Okay.
So nobody that knows me knows that I got a widow's peak because of this nigga.
You got
Not me. No, but I know dudes.
Look,
I'm straight. I'm
I'm sitting there looking
situated.
like Sam. Your hairline
You see,
is
I ain't
nice.
got no. Yeah, I'm good. But I got homies that like they keep a blade to their
she
joint
looking your joint.
every 5 to
I'm
8
sorry, you
days.
can't see it.
Oh, you see
And you
it?
would never know that he got the malnourished whole joint, his joint, because his barber been making him look like the man this whole time.
Putting the weed, and now they got the
reason he
weed
got
the
that chick was 'cause his
lace
barber.
on,
Yeah.
where they
Barber got you
it
for
down.
it.
And that's the thing, they just like, okay, so ladies, how y'all feel with that? Because, we've been dealing with y'all lace fronts for how long?
Talking about the
dudes getting a lace front?
Yes.
front.
So don't cuss at me like that.
I don't want nothing
I
to
ain't
do
cuss
with
at
it.
you, don't cuss at me.
I don't want nothing to do with
That's
it.
all I'm saying.
Just be honest with me. Because when I take my lace front off, I wanted you to be able to see that, it's still there. That's why you got them good hair products over there. Because you want, when she take that thing
Listen,
off,
let's just
it's
be
still
realistic.
glowing.
That's exactly what it is. It's
Once
hair
you get past a
restoration.
certain age,
Yeah.
Men that don't take their hat off is just like a woman that's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Something under there ain't right.
It ain't right.
Like it's simple enough. Like once you get to a certain age, like a woman would never put a hat on her brand new goddamn.
They laying in the bed with the cap.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, you gonna take the cap off? Like, what's up?
Listen, man, dudes try to miss the Marcus, turn that thing backwards and keep it on.
No, I had an old head like that, and he was a barber out in Harlem. I'm like, yo, let me see the top of your head. No. I got
that
the
thing bad for
he got
business.
the NY hat, yeah, because I always wear my Yankees. Yeah, New York. Yeah. Took that, I flipped it off on
the Memphis bleak.
Man, stop
but you know what's
playing with
funny? And shout out to my New York niggas because I got
York
plenty
in
of
the
them.
building.
They wore them hats and them do-rags for so long that most of them got a funny looking hairline at this point.
They created their own hairline.
They done trashed.
How much you done wore?
You've been baking your head the whole time.
Because Bleak had, I seen it in person.
He got extra forehead.
He definitely got a baldy now.
Yeah, now he do. Yeah,
he got a baldy now, but that thing wasn't right.
Yeah, because wearing a hat all the time past a certain, you go to certain events that fitted ain't.
Because it's rubber. It's like friction.
It's rubber. It's right.
Yeah, anything that creates a friction is going to have where it's going to leave.
And even people that have like locks, you'll see them always have a scully on or something. That's just wool on your head all day.
Yeah.
That's not really conducive to what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, you need like silks. Satins.
I wore my little Whitney Handz do-rag in here. It's in the bag. I can't show it.
Oh, you got do-rags?
Of course.
Got lock socks and all type of shit.
Yeah, just everything, hair maintenance,
She put up on a book. I'm like, I need some. She put up on me at the plaque gate.
With a catalog.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
But that's what I be on. Like, I be testing motherfuckers to see how they hustling too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because like at the same time, everybody that pays attention knows I don't mind supporting the motherfucker. But I'm not, there's limits. How bad do you want it for real?
Yeah, because some people
that's sis, but she met me at the plat. She wanted it more than I couldn't even test her. She was testing me. Nigga, you really gonna buy it? Where you at?
Right, and that's
you know what I mean? Like that's different. I didn't even get to the testing her part.
Wait a minute, you gotta wait 10 to 15 days. And that's what you do with the bundles. I be like, come on now, we're gonna get you the same hour. We should wait 10 to 15 days to get it from China to get it over here. Like, get your stuff.
Speaking of which, you ain't cool, yo.
What happened?
You know when 90% of your customers call you, they are about to get right.
Yeah.
And you are videotaping them meeting you at the car for supplies, running back to the house looking.
Oh yeah, because they needed. Because I got a couple competitors. A couple competitors.
Yo,
they want to be like, hold on. They want to be. I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm real. I'm a competitive in a good way because I also will compete with you. But when you make it seem like it's like, oh, I'm on your heels. And let me tell you, not even my rear view. So we're going to show how many orders is really going through and how we going through. And my customers don't care. But I did have a couple of them be like, yo, just leave it on the door, yo. And I think it's because I didn't post the videos. Yeah. They still want their order, but just leave it on the door.
I appreciate.
And I'm gonna post their door.
I appreciate the not caring.
That screen door better be right.
Because we can't be perfect all the time.
Listen, I didn't got a video. I didn't post it yet. I got the because I was rocking and rolling all day. I got the old sweatpants rolled up, one side up. We hugging. I ain't seen a girl in a year. I'm like, oh my gosh. She was one of my people. I was rolled up in a bike. Yeah, she probably just took her wig off. I done rolled up in a bike from them blue bikes that you put the little numbers in from the L to go give her order because I couldn't stand the walk. And I seen her and I'm pulling up in my car and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Years later, I didn't groove. I took a long nap after that. I said, girl, you alright. I had my little rolled up thing. I hugged her. She hugged me. It's getting posted today.
That's funny.
I'm glad you said that though. You think you like it though?
It's a real thing.
I'm trying to be raw because that's the raw videos are the ones that get the 2,000 views, 1,000 views.
They see in the hustle.
Me be like, I posted a video of the makeup line. Be like looking all serious in the camera, like, yeah, buy from me. That gets about 25 views.
And how many of them you gonna do?
I got
like once you take a picture of your face.
Yeah.
How many more pictures of your face are going to have variables that matter?
Exactly, it don't matter. But what they do like is, oh shoot, she out Kensington. Oh shoot, she out West.
Oh, she'll pull up down here.
Listen, I put the bag out the window.
Because you know how that be.
Listen, I put the bag out the window because I ain't never been scared. I ain't never been scared.
Nah, you a whole G with yours. I
don't care because they was looting beauty supply stores. I'm riding around looking at fires and police officers, and I'm like, Dad, I got bags bagged up behind me. I gotta get these orders out. I ain't care. I still did what I had to do until it was done. I would grind till 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I ain't care by myself.
You was supposed to be handing out cards to the motherfuckers looting the hair stores on your way.
No, I ain't want to do with them. Was they would have looked in my back seat. Oh, she the one. Get her.
You
Follow her.
You might have got your car flipped over.
And then at the time, people ain't get that PUA yet. So I felt like I was the only one who was getting money at the time besides the hairstylist.
Ironically, y'all know today is the day, right?
When
it's the 2-year anniversary of the shit on 52nd Street.
Oh, really? Wow. Mm-hmm. I sat there and watched
that. They was just slamming cop cars into each other like toy cars. Like
and the thing is, I thought they was gonna be okay. I thought they was gonna be good. I'm like, yo, they did the whole pandemic. We was cool. Man, that George Floyd joint happened. That made them do flip flops and train. I mean, they ain't had to do it like that.
Listen, man.
I loved it though. I mean,
I'm about to say,
I loved it though.
I'm on both sides.
Yeah,
I'm not faulting nobody.
But
man, listen.
It was the army trucks for me though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you gotta realize, and I ain't gonna say it on here, but you know what block I live on, that shit was nothing but explosions and sirens for 5 days straight.
Really?
It's 5 shopping centers on my street.
Oh yeah.
And they hit every one of them. One at a time. Went back the next day and hit them again.
What's crazy is I go to my distributor, right? They like, Solana Box, you about to get into some money because they just looted Hair Buzz on this block, and every time they say that, my phone just start going crazy. The same people who was looting when they got the stuff, but see, they didn't even know what to do with the stuff they was looting with. They still got that stuff in their basement.
Because it wasn't a plan, it was sporadic. It was off of emotion and opportunity. A lot of people are opportunists, a lot of people are at the bottom and they gonna do whatever because that's something of value. I figured out later.
The looters called me trying to sell stuff to me. I said, look, if I can't keep getting the same thing over and over again. Now, I did take a couple synthetic wigs. Right. I did.
You got a couple wigs?
Yeah, because when I do the photo shoots for the people, I could throw the wig right on them. Bang. But I'm not selling this stuff. Like, you're not about to sell me braid hair and pack hair that I don't get already because I need this to continuously go. This is a real business.
Only selling what I've been selling.
I'm only selling what I've been selling. Everything else
that motto is the shit for me. She said, look, whether it's good or bad for me, if they like it, I'm selling it. And that makes sense because that's business, man. Like, we have morals and laurels and we want to do good business. But once we get past doing good business, then we got to do what makes money.
What's crazy is that you said that one of these, my old heads, she did plenty of braids for Kanakalan hair. As soon as I started selling cases of it, 100 packs, cases, they just getting them out there. Oh, she gonna send me an article. Oh, you know it's not good for your hair. I said, come on, get out my face. I'm selling this hair. Because they still going to use Kanakalan. They still going to pre-stretch. They still going to use it. Don't start telling me what so I can dummy. I'm getting this money right now. I got to get out of poverty. Like, real
So what makes you go natural?
I want to say I only went just natural.
I know you don't just do natural hair, but that's like your main...
It does.
Looking at the wall.
It speaks more to me.
And Sweetie is beautiful. You know what I mean? She doesn't have blocks or anything. But
you definitely have that cosmetology. Like, look, I've been to school. This is what I do. Like,
so you did the rhinestones?
Yeah, all that.
That was for a fashion show. It's funny.
Is that glue?
What, did I glue it on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to do her. I did her cut first. Like, I faded up her side.
Yeah, little hand.
Yeah,
that's the other part of the Whitney hand.
I do. I had to cut her hair first, and then I hand glued each one on there to create this look for her. But it was all that. And it's funny, I hit her up a couple days after the show, and she still had them. She said, I'm rocking with these till they fall off.
That's what she said?
Yep.
But, like, it's fly. Like, it's daring, but it's not like, you know how people try too hard to do some shit? It don't look like that.
Not at all.
It looks like it fits. It doesn't look like it protrudes beyond where her other hair starts at, which...
And the color
for it to be a fade, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You know, I come from barbers.
I know. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
like,
your dad. Yeah.
So I see what you did there.
Oh, thank you.
I see what you did there. You killed that a little bit.
Yeah. Now I wanted to represent pretty much, I guess you could say, all angles of what I do.
Because even when you speak about the products, you're talking about, like she said, back to the root stuff or natural things that I think of from the sounds of what you're naming, the things that just got overlooked, and probably because they're not cost efficient for the big people. You know, for the everybody wants to cut out everything and make the most off of it.
Cracker Barrel has the most natural products. I go shopping in Cracker Barrel. I don't just go there to eat. I actually go there to get my goat's milk soap, hair products, oils. So everybody knows about this thing, right? But it's when you're just introduced to a certain product. And it's cheap, like you said, it's cheap. Let me just use this. Oh, it has fake oils in it.
But you need your hair forever. You want to die with your hair.
But you don't even know that you're messing it up. So that's a worthy
investment, right?
Yeah, or they'll hear the price of the real thing, but not understand how far it's going, how long it's going to last you, because it's real.
Yeah,
a little bit goes a long way. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be able to turn your product over and it just dump just straight out.
Exactly, like it's not awesome.
Yeah.
It's all like petroleum. Don't get it twisted. It looks shiny when you first do it, but don't go back and double and triple back on it. It's going to look a mess.
That's like Pantene. Pantene product is all. Yeah, sorry, protein. Pantene lovers. Let that be your backup if you run out of some real stuff. But it's a bunch of plastic and stuff that's in there.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's because it's melted down, all that kind of stuff. They done mixed it in whatever else. It make it look like, because it's coated on your hair. Oh, it's all extra, extra shiny. All that kind of stuff.
And they throw a label up there like
that makes sense actually. And it's very similar to the theory with the vape shit, like how if you heat something up to a certain thing and you put it, then it'll be that until it's not that no more.
Right.
And now we back to what we started with.
But it always come back to that. Once you use it, you know what I mean?
It has to.
It's like alchemy.
It's nature.
They know how to transition things to different forms.
A lot of things in beauty are for the moment, even in fashion. It's for when you about to run out on stage or you about to go do that thing for that night. It's not about maintaining long term for people, because then the people that get the most out of it financially wouldn't be as valuable.
Some people ask me about my makeup line. Is it vegan free? I don't care what it is. I don't care if they tested on cows or nothing. It's pretty. It look like Mac, so go ahead and use it. It ain't gonna break out your skin because we tried it. You gotta understand.
Vita wild, yo.
But I would like to one day get to a place where I can self-actualize, right? And I could be like, hey, let's make some vegan, some nice makeup. But I ain't there right now. So go ahead and use MAC, use Chanel, it's all the same thing.
Is Fenty vegan and gluten?
No. Rihanna don't care. Rihanna getting money. She getting draws. She making money on
said
draws.
That's GOAT. Rihanna said that's GOAT.
Go ahead, buy it. You only gonna wear it for an hour, and get the makeup remover so you can take it off your face when you go to bed, because you can't go to sleep with it on.
Yeah,
that just is what it is.
Now that's the thing too. Like, y'all are both women that are in the business of making other women mostly look beautiful. Is that pressure for y'all? No. And I know, like, you guard a lot of the times, but not all the time.
Right.
But like, this is the thing that it would seem like with barbers, it used to be the joke, like, how your barber got cornrows? You know what I'm saying? Because like,
you ain't got time.
You don't got time to be worrying about it. A lot of times.
And I've heard that before. They always say, yo, we the last one, unless y'all work in the shop with somebody that in some downtime, y'all be able to like type me up type shit.
This boy tried to tell me, like, it's the middle of the pandemic, I'm doing like 70 orders a day. I ain't got time for these. Like, when you go to the shops, you need to have your makeup done and your outfit, da 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 da. I said, look, when I went in them shops in 2014, I went looking like a boy. I didn't care. I wanted them to like not even think I was fly as them. All I wanted to do was just see the product. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm hustling. I come like straight from work, sneakers on. They probably like, this girl dirty, or they knew that I wasn't stealing the products. I kept coming in with the same stuff, so they knew that they nixed that out. They were like, all right, we don't even care about her. I didn't care. They called me Salon in the Box. They don't know my name.
But you hustling, like, anything that you serving 70 a day of, you killing. Like, I don't care if it's pancakes.
Yeah. I didn't care. I was like literally with the Uggs that was dirty, in the afro that was stuck on one side, and I tried to throw a little wig on to fluff it, so when they didn't get like that when they came to the window, when I threw it out the window because it was COVID, like catch it. They like catching it from over. They didn't care. They just wanted it.
You get a weed.
Yeah, you get a weed. You get a weed. I'm throwing bottles at the steps. You know, like they're like, oh, thank you so much. It was desperation when you went in a desperate place, and it's still desperate for me right now. My customers, they be desperate for beauty. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, like I needed this and da 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 da. I can't get to the store. I couldn't do this. Mm-hmm. So when it's in desperation, I gotta look like I'm in desperation too.
Mm-hmm. But see, you're super convenient. It's like with anything, and you did it at one time too with doing hair. Mm-hmm. If somebody is going to come to you and do, it could be a mechanic, a window tinner. Right. You know what I'm saying? If they go do it where you at, it takes so much out of it, which leads me to something I wanted to ask you on camera about, like, because you transitioned here less than a year ago from somewhere that's not far from here, but it's on the borderline of where you at now. It's the in-between point, right?
Yeah.
So how did that work out with your clientele, your whatever, like, business motto?
My clients have been following me wherever I'm at.
That's beautiful.
And then I keep acquiring
about 15
clients.
years worth of chasing you around, huh?
Yeah, they've been following me for a while. I mean, it's some that still travel to me even to here, and they drive from Lancaster because I've been doing it here since I've been.
And that's what I'm thinking. You got West Philly and all of that.
So all right, so for about 8 years, about 7 or 8 years or whatever, I was managing hair cuttery. So I was with hair cuttery for, I'll say, a total of 3 years, and then about 4 years I was managing. For about 4 years I was managing them, or within the management team, and then had to go up into it or whatever. Like I said, then after that I managed Ulta Beauty out in Plymouth Meeting.
Please stop. The resume is too expensive.
They getting ramsacked right now too.
Oh yeah,
they get hit.
What?
Go ahead.
And then from there, I managed the salon of JCPenney right up 309.
Please. No, this is high profile stuff. Like, this is corporate. This is like
really.
No, these are all like great jobs for the field that were just stepping stones for you.
Exactly.
So, and that's
people
exactly
live
what I
off
wanted
of
to
them
be able to use it for. One, I always wanted my own hair salon and day spa, but the things that I've been able to do within my journey has allowed me to be able to see, no, I want a little bit more.
And you can change the marketing plan how you want it.
Oh, for sure.
And I mean, how you want to move.
For when I was at Ulta, at the time, we didn't have anyone there to be able to do the facials and stuff like that. So being the manager, I had to take that on.
Right.
So now my day looks like, I'm doing hair color, I'm doing highlights, I'm doing gel manicures, I'm doing facials.
That just took you up a whole notch.
Exactly. So now I'm into, skincare. I'm using, product lines, becoming I'm literally an expert for Dermalogica skincare, which is what's in Ulta now. But, you get to learn a lot more.
You get to get a transcend of customers of all cultures. Exactly. And not just stay in one box.
Exactly. And I think that right now, a lot of stylists, they're comfortable in whatever it is they're doing. Great. You're perfecting your craft, but you're also staying within. Are you just this tall? You got a slouch there. I'm short. I'm just a little. Thank you.
I'm kind of tall. The crazy thing is you put the chair down. The mic went too. I got confused. Anyway, go ahead. The mic moved with the chair. I was like, this is some bullshit. I'm not high.
Literally.
Yeah. It's like when the car's moving beside you and you're like, literally, your car is in park. You're like, yo, am I rolling back or forward?
They used to be the mind fuck on the subway when they be next to each other and shit.
Yo,
and they want to be ahead and they want to slow down, and you can't tell until it reverses. Anyway, subway life was interesting. Yeah. No, but it's crazy because I'm glad that you asking some of these questions, because I done know this woman her whole life, but I didn't know about a lot of I've seen a lot of recent accomplishments because, of course, we're in the social media age. We're able to keep up with each other, whether we bump into each other or not. That's part of the gift of it. But, like, the journey to get there is like, nigga, you've been trekking this whole time. Like, and I know it ain't been all rosy and peaches, but like, you've been stumbling in and out of great situations that it's like the kind of thing that tells you that you're doing the right thing.
Just from looking at you, when you sent me her gram, just from looking at it, I knew she ain't need a social media page for nothing. Did I not say that?
You saw her face when she said that?
I said that because I know the flow. Like I said, oh shit, you know, social media is like a plus for her. She don't even post nothing.
Because social media is a part of business.
She got customers. Man. I can tell. I can just tell. Period.
Well, shit, you don't make 500 lock socks for nobodies.
Okay.
Motherfucker, like she got 18 different flavors of lock socks. I'm like, what the hell is that? I got 2 of them, and they the old ones.
Right.
I got the throwbacks.
You got
I might gotta save mine. It might be worth something.
The original.
Yeah, because I like to get it on the ground floor.
And I love that because you know what? I love the fact that, because I mean, you got some people who got like 100K people. They're not even really good at their craft. Instagram shut down today or tomorrow.
And all
you ain't got no contact list.
All followers ain't created equal either.
Thank
There's
you.
a lot of people that like to watch. How many people spend?
Exactly.
Yep.
I know a girl who show her booty for a living, right? 1 million followers. When the girl came to her with a plan for her business, because she had to get her business together, yo, get every follower to give you $1. What they do? Ghosts. You had 1 million followers and none of them. It's okay to have 3,000 people and them 3,000 people is clicking. But you got 1 million followers and none of them gonna send cash after you $1.
Yeah, that's why.
Sound like you might have bought those followers.
Like that's what.
I mean, the booty crazy, so it would be some people that's looking, but
but at the same time, I'm getting what I want for free already.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
And like when they say numbers don't lie, that's the part where numbers do lie. Because there's plenty of ways to put up numbers on. We're in a society that's based around paying something or doing certain extremes
even
to
in the
get
music
numbers.
industry, yeah.
But you see a young boy like, boot gang. They used to run around and jump on people's tables and shit and get all these views.
Right.
It was only a couple years before he was like, yo, I just want to be John. I want to go to church. I don't like that shit. It didn't pay off the way that he it didn't fill the void. It didn't make the money. It didn't do anything but get him more charges and embarrassing moments.
Exactly.
And at that point, how much do the numbers matter?
Nothing. If it ain't coming in your pocket.
How much do the numbers matter?
Yeah.
Like I have similar to what Whit does. I said, shit, we sipping with Sammie. We need glasses, we need shot glasses, we need, you know what I mean? Sam Dana's like all of these things. These things actually sell.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't just grab shit because
culture.
Everybody else was grabbing it. I could have grabbed ski masks, but I'm not really a ski mask wearer, so that's not really.
It's the glasses for me.
But yeah, the glasses work.
The glasses for me.
But the Sam Dana's wound up being a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
Because it was mask culture. So when you forget your mask, you might got your Sam Dana in your purse or in your car. You see what I'm saying? So people was running through them because they was using them more than they expected to. And then there's still the regular practical uses for a bandana.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's like these things come from like really being like, well, how do I figure out if I have real support?
Right.
How do you create your own residual income? Those are the things. Just like what you're saying. I'm going to get stuff that sells. I ain't worried about whatever. Obviously, they're not worried about that either.
They ain't calling for it. I don't need it.
But
real talk.
The having product will supplement a lot of things in the times where you don't expect it to.
And that's what's dope about you as a hairstylist, because most people just continue to be hairstylists.
That and the fact that she's killing my shit right now.
Right now, I mean, I'm looking at it in the mirror. You can't even see it, Sammie. Like, the joint is crazy.
I feel good, though.
Because as a hairstylist, you got to flow, right? Customers coming in. But, all right, what's next? I need merch, like you got. I need my own product line so I can flip what this is right here. Because if I just took me doing hair and then went and paid my bills and paid everything, it's like, all right, what's next? I gotta wait for another person to come get their hair done. When you got products to flip it in, that's how you create wealth.
That's
you know
when
what
you're
that
waking
sounds
up
like?
to orders.
Waking up to orders.
I love the fact that I can wake up to orders and I just be like, yo, I appreciate that. You was thinking about me.
Yeah.
Late at night, granted, I don't know what time. I don't know what time you got
like they said, how many other people sell this shit, but you came to me because you know
came to me.
Quality over here.
Exactly.
You know, it's comfort over here. That shit is very important, man. It's very important. But like even thinking about like when you're explaining what she, and that's why I got you here. I didn't prep either one of y'all for each other, but I kind of do this shit. But it's like when it comes to like in sports, because I'm a nigga. So in basketball, that's what the free throw is. It's like you only got but so many minutes to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
How do you maximize those minutes?
Right.
You gotta have shit that while I'm doing this hair, that's gonna make me $60. Maybe they spend another 20 on their way out.
Right.
Somebody else is coming and spend 20 while they're getting their thing. Then somebody else will order something for 50.
Right.
And then these hours aren't so limiting to $40, $60, $80 gaps no more.
And you wouldn't even realize that you can be, as a hairstylist, you can make $500 a day. Having some merch and some stuff, you didn't went up to $2,500.
Facts.
Absolutely.
You like, dang, I mean, ooh.
And then you got and then you got Venus talking about I need 4 cases. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
No, I'm dead serious.
So am I.
Listen, man, I ain't put y'all together. One thing, and I want to be clear, because
Immediately.
but I talk about being intentional on this pod a lot. And one thing about it, even since, shout out to Saf, since me and Saf first started rolling with this shit, it's like we wanting to put dope women around each other.
Right.
Because I know that y'all get a lot more out of a sorority than we do out of a fraternity sometimes. Just because if y'all met on an even playing field, y'all would be so much greater together.
Yeah. Because
the brains is there, the work ethic is there, the creativity is there, but we got to remove the competition.
There you go.
To a certain extent. Because there's healthy competition.
Yeah.
But we have to remove the type that creates anxiety.
See,
that way.
And it was crazy is when I was talking about competition earlier, when I meet the Koreans, they bring me in. They feed me information. Hey, they hard on me. Just like they be hard on their sons.
Though, because their foundation is shifting.
Oh, really? For real. Like, they're hard on their kids. So that I call my distributors mom and dad.
Pass me a beer, please.
So how they put each other on is, all right, it's 3 beauty supplies on this corner. We all plugged into the same plug, right? We gonna put our money together so they'll be able to mess with us. Because if it's only one of us, they might not mess with us because our order not big enough.
Is better than 200 cases every day.
Exactly. And I had one girl, you know, no names or whatever. She like, I come in her salon. I'm on my knees with my suitcase. I'm serving her stylist and stuff. She like, yeah, I'm about to open up my beauty supply, and you better get your money now. I said, no. Her people was like, don't talk to her like that. I said, no, let her talk heavy. She got chandeliers. I ain't got no chandeliers. I said, listen, the Koreans don't do it like that. It's 3 salons, beauty supplies on one corner, and they working together. I said, maybe we should work together. She's like, you know what, you right. I surpassed her joint. Her joint is cool. You cool.
But mind you, her statement came from her ignorance.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I didn't get mad at her.
You know, like she might have actually, you might have gave her an idea that was like, you know what, bitch, you right. But then it becomes pride, and then it becomes discussing your idea with other people that say, well, I could do that with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is variable, but once you put the energy out there, it's worth putting out there.
See, what the thing is, with those situations is, I'm a teach you a learning wisdom, but I'm going to go roll and do it over here because I don't like your attitude.
But I killed you with kindness. But you killed it with kindness. Like, no, this is love, because I don't want you to lose like you might think that I have to lose for you to win.
Yeah, I don't want you to, exactly, because I'm already, I done already lost. I'm trying to come up. I see you with chandeliers. I see you with the Mercedes Benz. I'm like, dang, she a hot joint. I'm trying to get like her.
Oh no, but see, this is and this comes from having a family full of barbers and that own their own barbershops. Motherfuckers don't invest into their own business the right way.
No.
And motherfuckers think that because they are entrepreneurs that they have to have
all these
$800 sneakers to cut hair in. Fucking a lease on an Escalade with mileage that your Delaware house is going to kind of kill them miles before you be able to take it on a road trip. You know what I mean? Like they don't do the things that's conducive. Where I watched my father, my grandfather, and them have used cars all my life. But we always had 3 cars. Right. And there was never an excuse for nobody being able to get to work or pick up the kids. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we got to redo the interior of the shop, and we got to do this, and we got to do that. And it's not about video games and a hangout spot as much as it's about vending machines and better chairs.
Right. Because I learned, I'm like helping people put classes together and stuff. I'm like, all right, you need 14 closures. Which is, I'm at the wholesale spot, just cash at me, No. The same day, they like, oh, I still need 14 closures. I give them my price. They willing to buy it. So I'm like, yo, you didn't, what you spent? Backwards. Yeah, what you didn't spend, you didn't got your what's them, the Bottegas and the Chanel bags, but you ain't got no hair in stock. You're crazy. I said, yo, during the pandemic, I said, yo, you saw that there was no beauty supply products available. You should be taking that $10,000 and trying to figure out how to get beauty supplies. So because I said, look, you already know you do 3-4 heads a day. You know you're going to get the money back. Why are you putting your money into things that don't even...
everybody's not an entrepreneur or a hustler like they claim to be.
Right.
If you know anything about hustling, and I don't care what you're selling, first of all, quality and consistency is number one. Second of all, work is always more important than cash.
Yes. Say that.
Always. Always. If somebody got a number, I don't care if I need it or not. I need that number. It's going to go eventually.
Yep, it's going to go.
Like, I don't, like, it ain't about being able to show you I got it.
Right.
If I showed you the dungeon, you'd be impressed.
Yeah.
Because it's full of fucking storage containers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. And that's what hustling and that's what, you know what I mean, entrepreneurship is. It's like, it's too many accolades. It's too much cart before the horse shit.
I ain't trying to
and I mean literally, because you bought the Benz before the fucking horse to make sure that you keep getting Benzes. But that comes from
people, I think, feeling entitled. Like, I mean, not really knowing how the hustle look before you get all the rewards. You get all your accolades and all that or whatever. Yeah. They just want to, be out here to floss real quick.
I ain't gonna hold you. You deserve this chandelier right here.
Thank you.
You put that work in. You know what I'm saying? Some people just they didn't even know. They ain't got one person come in their shop and they got chandeliers. Oh, cause I got this whole idea how I wanted to look. They put $50,000 into something and can't even get the $50,000 back. How about grinding from $1,500, $500 to $50,000? Then you never gonna lose.
Well, it's like even like me being here now and listening to Whitney talk about the building and the plan.
Yeah.
It's like I already see it. Like I understand. I've seen a lot of people grow leaps and bounds in a little bit of time because they had the right mindset and the right things going in their favor. I don't think she understands that like 3 chandeliers is coming soon.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's draping.
I mean, shit, whatever.
But this one is hot though.
It might be one. It might be one that just say "Sippin with Sammie" over the pool table. But we gonna have all type of light. We gonna have all type of light in the situation because there's more situations to be had. Like there's no losses coming. There's no losses. All you gotta do is stay healthy. What?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I'm taking my breaks because I know when I don't take a break, the older you are, the more stuff is going to affect you.
What do these breaks consist of specifically? Like, what's the necessities out of the breaks?
If I can take a day off and I don't do no hair, like including household, that's a good day for me.
Oh, wow. Now, what about like the phone thing?
Yeah,
right? You take phone breaks.
Oof. Do I take what?
Phone breaks. I know you got a family, so you can't just shut your phone off. But do you like lay
the
phone down?
I go crazy.
I can't do a phone break. I don't know.
That's one of the things.
It got at least.
And you and your husband gonna have to figure it out together because somebody gonna have to take some calls. But a phone break is a man.
I'm sure it's probably needed.
Man,
that's gonna have to be.
Go to Ocean City, leave your bitch in a hotel room.
You still a youngin' though.
We gonna let that be.
You still a youngin' though. I can see the phone break starting to come as you start to, cause I'm there too. Like I actually don't be near my phone, but so for some reason, as soon as I pick it up, a text will come through. But like you got to start positioning yourself on another level of a boss like to be able to leave your phone to the side.
See, here's the thing. Okay, so I don't answer my phone for the majority of the time. If I'm working and I'm with a client, I don't answer my phone.
Right.
So one, that's a break.
That's a break.
And then I think I'm just gonna say that's it. That's the only time I'm probably not answering.
But mentally, it's still there. It's still that thing that's like, oh shit, I gotta see who called me. I gotta return that. It's still like a thing.
It is, but I think it's just because people coming to me from so many different streams.
Right.
So I don't want to be unavailable right now. What I do have to do is get a separate line.
And then you could prioritize which phone you have to answer.
Exactly.
You know what I see?
That's why street people.
You know what I see over your life? A secretary. I see her floating right behind you, and she can be virtual because guess what? We work from home.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? She don't even got to be in here. There's somebody. Look, I'm throwing you $100 a week, little young girl. Look, answer these phone calls.
No, you right.
Answer these emails.
The second line thing. That's how you do it. And people thought like when street dudes was doing it like it was something extra. Like no, there's a lifeline and then there's a personal. Like there's two different phones. Like if that phone rings, I don't even have to look at it. If this phone's ring, I have to
look at it. Yeah.
And that for peace of mind. It works miracles. Trust me.
Yeah,
trust me, because mentally we train ourselves.
Right.
So once you get used to the dynamic, then there's less stress on every call.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm seeing her lay down the hair, right? Then she twisted and it's staying. Is that what is that you?
Oh, that's because I got that. Oh, never mind.
No, you got that good stuff. But I'm saying, is that your edge control? What is that?
So no, I really only put my edge control on edges. I don't want to waste nothing like that. But I'm just using Shine and Jam right now.
Look, I get you a good price on that.
Here.
I get you a good price on
Listen,
that.
I already know that you
I get you a good price on that.
Me and you about to be in the mix. I don't know why you
I ain't see the Shine and Jam in the back. That's my baby. I done sold over thousands of Shine and Jam. I need to be an ambassador for Shine and Jam. Real rap. I get you for that.
Those are my ambassadors.
I get you for the 8. You ain't got to worry about the 10.
Yeah,
exactly. I gotta be on the hustle.
Nah. I respect it. I'm with the hustle.
Fucking Big Meech. Yo, man.
You just cop 6 and I got you.
You see, I'm gonna go through them.
That looks good. I think it's your technique. How you twisting it with the comb. I mean, even the pintails. I got you for the 4 on the 12. I'm just saying. I don't want to talk like that. I'm just saying.
I'm about to owe her rent because you keep hyping it up.
It's nice. It's nice.
They go like, I did the sculpture.
He ain't know what he was about to get into.
He
ain't know.
You know I believe in you, sis.
It's your first time.
It ain't got to be me for me to know you can do
listen,
it.
I'm thinking about a little edge control, a little. I don't want no swirl on it.
I still gotta get my shape up and all
but
that.
like, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't laying down baby hairs. I still got a barber.
I can see the baby hairs popping out.
I got a barber. We alright.
That's why you got that nice edge control on.
You starting shit.
You got that nice stuff.
You starting shit.
You don't need a swirl, but like a little sleep. Like, yo, what's that Rico swirl?
Wait, you trying to give him a swoop?
Little swoop. A little John.
Just one? Wait.
You won't even see the barber. I'm sorry, Sam.
Yo,
only sis can do that, right?
Speak English in front of me. Y'all talking about swoops and shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
You ain't feel my finger?
On camera, of all places. That's crazy. Taking advantage.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Sam, but you already put it out there that you know your hair lay a certain way, so don't do it. Some girls that die for that edge line. Yeah. That's what they got the frontals for, cause they want that edge line.
Cause they've been whooping their hair ass this whole fucking time.
Listen, from 96, it was 96 to 2001 where girls was losing their edges. I ain't gonna hold you.
Shit, yo.
With like the 2 tight braids.
A
bunch of different dyes.
A whole bunch of dyes.
To the next dye.
You bleach your hair blonde, and then you using the box Dark and Lovely, no maintenance, no oils. No
I ain't gonna cap. When we used to do the dye jobs for the primes and shit, and I got that black rinse in my shit.
The Beijing?
Yeah, the Beijing. My shit always felt dry. I'm like, your hair not supposed to feel like this.
Will definitely dry
it's like I'm about to break this shit off.
Yes.
And so I wasn't even, it was the prime, and that was like, it was it.
But you don't need no.
But I had braids on my prime actually, but still.
A lot of the guys I saw somebody in a Walmart today. You could tell all this was a Beijing from here to here, and it was like just laying on his face.
No, the worst part is now when you watch TV and movies,
you see it.
These dudes, and it's crazy because it's like
in the fibers.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, this a new show. This ain't like back when we couldn't see it. Like you supposed to know times have changed, baby. About to go bald to like do better.
I always said that.
I put makeup on it rather than dye.
I said I ever become famous. Whoever come fix me up, if they don't do it right, I'm fixing it myself.
Well, do you have that option?
I'm not doing that. You're not having me out there.
You know what my option is if somebody fuck my shit up?
What?
Go wilder.
Yeah.
Like if you fuck my shit up, I gotta take it out and just go with the beast.
Yeah, like I just gotta.
Because then it looks intentional. Like I don't give a fuck, but I can't look like I'm done up wrong.
Right.
That doesn't balance out. So yeah, like I don't have an option to fixing it. By fixing it, I had a job. I worked at the Gap one time, and I was about to go to work, and my mom was like, "Don't go to work like that with your hair out. Let me braid it real quick."
Right.
And she plaiting this shit hurt. I got up. This shit looked like trash. I got to work. I told my manager, "Yo, you gotta give me an hour." It was like, "Wow, I'm not walking on the floor like this." They like, "What you gonna do?" I'm
and Gap don't play. They was.
I'm taking it out. They like, "Well, how you gonna be uniform with your hair out?" I'm like, "Did you see the poster?" They always had the little black kid with the
The
fro.
wild hair. That's what I'm about to do.
I'm about to look like him. I'm gonna put on an Oxford. We good.
Real talk.
I'm gonna look corny with it. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna make it look
What's
intimidating.
that other joint? It was the Gap, and it was another one. We actually had to wear their clothes.
Oh, we had to wear this shit.
Oh
again.
I had to
man,
wear Hollister stuff when I used to work there.
yeah. I mean, this other joint.
You
was
learn a lot
dressed
from
up
retail,
in.
but
Yeah,
retail, unless you really want to run a business like that, could be a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of bullshit. But a
I
check
like
is a
dealing with
check.
customers
There
and
you go.
stuff. I liked it that. I liked it.
And that's the thing, I didn't mind that
Yeah.
because I realized early on that the more we engage, the faster the day go.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I worked at Walmart.
And as a guy in retail, most of my day is flirting any fucking way.
there you go.
Yeah.
Flirting people into getting, and I liked that they gave you commission.
No, yeah, y'all would come and flirt with me, try and get my discount and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then I would, try to push the issue.
Right.
But no, like retail was interesting, man. Very interesting. Now,
Yeah.
I got a question for both of y'all because y'all was there and I could talk about it on the podcast.
Okay.
Sippin with Sammie concert series number 4.
Yes.
You was there?
Yes.
Oh my
Her
god.
and her husband was there.
Oh my god.
You was busy hosting and things. You
I
and
was
Barbie.
busy. No, that joint was
Shout out
lit.
to you and Barbie. Y'all helped me down.
Oh
Love
man,
y'all
shout
for
out
that.
to Barbie. She's definitely like love.
She's one of the coolest people in the world.
She is love. She helped me learn how to repost and like be engaged on the social and let MFers know that you're doing it. Like no, for real. She was like, "No, you got. I'm gonna take a picture with you with the mic because they need to know that you're hosting, that you do hosting, and this is the type of jobs you like to get." I'm like, "All right, Barbie, take a picture."
Yeah, because it becomes your resume. It becomes your
Right.
resume because people remember what they see now.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody reading shit.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
No, that makes sense. But she's sharp. She's
Sharp as a tack.
She's sharp. But y'all had a good time.
I had a
Y'all
great
thought
time.
everything was good.
My joint was the cause I smoked the hookah and my throat was hurting, right?
Okay.
From any type of like third hand, fourth hand smoke when all the smokers came in the building when it was time to turn up at the end. And Kay's part, she's like the cool, like when she's performing,
Dolly
like the cause that's my song. Hold on.
Dolly, you want.
This is like it gives me MIA vibes. And I'm like,
I can see that.
Yeah, it's giving me MIA
Not
vibes.
Miami, the artist, but yeah.
Not City Girl. I'm talking about the,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and your voice and stuff. So that was high. And when all the smokers came in, and I started choking because
You can smell.
I could taste the cigarette in the smoke. Cause they just took a little break so they could come back in and wild out. But that was like the family part.
That was the first time we did it, and you know that somewhere that we couldn't smoke at.
I know.
And shout out to them. They reached out. They wanted to do it with us, and they provided a dope environment. Nice,
I loved it.
Nice stage, nice sound. Like
Yeah,
we had a
food
great
and
time.
everything.
But the next one, if it goes the way it's supposed to go,
Yeah.
it's super 420 friendly.
Yeah.
And when I say super,
Yeah.
they set the bar. So we gonna be acting crazy if this goes. I don't want to say it just yet,
Yeah.
but because it might not be the next one, it might be the one after that.
Right.
because The connection is there. We just got to figure out.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Like, that's what I thought anyways, because if they sipping with Sammie,
You know.
Because I'm usually like,
Nah, shout out to
You know what I'm
Whit.
saying?
Whit felt bad. She said, "You ain't gonna be able to smoke in this joint." I'm like, baby, they gotta see us how you. They gonna see you.
Yeah.
They can't smoke here where they come.
right.
You don't want my people to see me smoking here. They gonna come back with 8 packs rolled,
Listen, it's a whole parking lot out there.
Right.
and you can do what you want and enjoy your life.
I know that.
That's what they usually do.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with coming in with a little scent.
You know me, I get where I fit in. The only thing I
Right.
like about hookah is when I smell watermelon, I like my reefer. Like that's like I get it where I fit.
If I could go back
I'm able
in
to
time,
chill
I
till I
would
smell
never smoke
strawberry.
a hookah again. I'm so pissed because I didn't have to let my backwood go. You be having the best joints. I can't even cipher.
It's
I'm
crazy.
sick.
But like I looked that hookah shit up a long time ago when it first started like growing.
Right.
And it was back when Transit was about to start their hookah lounge because I know the owner.
Transit
Yeah.
back then.
Like I know the owners. So like it was like a conversation, and it was like when it came to it, the charcoal hookah, the
Right.
shit with the charcoal, it's like 1,000 black and mild.
Yeah, I think that's
A
what
black
happened.
and mild is like 10 cigarettes.
Right.
So when you start really thinking about what you're ingesting and what you're getting out of it, like you said earlier, like if you're gonna smoke, You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is a $20, $30, $40 contraption.
Right.
I have to have somebody constantly come into my section to service it.
Yeah.
And it's just killing me, and I'm not getting high. But smoking is soothing, and I understand that when you're drinking, just being the art of smoking.
Right.
But the twist is, most people that smoke hookah smoke it like hookah. They inhale it, they swallow it, they smoke it like weed.
Yeah.
Where it's supposed to be a.
You're supposed to smoke it like a cigar.
It's supposed to.
Just
Well, I was dead wrong because I was.
Niggas be acting like they try not to let the weed go.
I'm holding it in.
Yeah.
I was in my high yet. My eyes.
And you know I'm not capping. She's saying the same shit I'm saying, and it's crazy because a lot of people have no idea. And I throw events. If I got a hookah lady that's trying to get her money, I'm not going to hate on it.
Right. Right.
But at the same time, the only thing that's good for in my world is covering up the smell of this loud a little bit so I can get my shit off. Cause I'm not, I ain't walking around with no.
Up. I mean, I can't even smoke weed.
It make you dizzy. It's like when you got drunk off Mad Dog and couldn't smell orange juice no more.
Really?
Back in the day when Mad Dog 2020 was a thing, if you had a bad drinking night off Mad Dog, you go in your fridge, open the orange juice, and it'd be like, yo, it's like your body. You
MD 2020, the one that come in like the little pint, the glass drum, right?
Since we on the Sippin with Sammie, I keep it G with you. That was the beginning of the bullshit. I was in college when when Hypnotic came out.
Okay, with the Henny, and it was that situation.
Mad Dog made a blue bottle of Mad Dog.
That looked like Hypnotic.
That looked like Hypnotic, just a little darker, but you know it's a clearer substance. But on a label, it had a gold chain that said MD 2020 on it. It didn't have the regular MD 2020 label.
Right.
So they made the equivalent to Mad Dog Hypnotic and marketed it to you niggas.
Right.
I'm scared to death to roll or drink anything that's marketed towards us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, when certain cigars started making strawberry and grape cigars, it's like, y'all are a cigar brand making roll-up.
Right.
That, like, I don't trust it. Like, give me something that already was supposed to come like that.
You know what's crazy? Because I watched the transition as the weed got better, the cigars got smaller. Because we were smoking Dutches for a minute. Now, all of a sudden, Dutch masters start having cigarellos. Now everybody just loves the leaves.
Tobacco prices, there's a lot that goes into that. But also the culture of smoking.
Yeah, they're ahead of it.
But that's why it started with the fruity roll-up. Because when you got into a point where people started smoking good, there was people that weren't smoking good that wanted to smell like something. You see what I'm saying? So they put a Reggie in the strawberry. And it's like,
now the Reggie
it's just perfume.
Reggie was perfect for the Big Dutch. But that Reggie was no good for the cigarello. You had to have some loud in that cigarello.
But you gotta realize too, man, a Skimpy L, which was a good cigarello, was $20 back then. You know what I mean? When an ounce, when an ounce was 400, 450, shit was different.
Yep.
And it wasn't even as good as it is now. Now you can get that shit between 250 and 125, depending on what.
Right.
But back in the day, that shit was 450, 425, 400.
You ain't never lied for that. What's the that stuff? Cameron and used to always talk about
sour haze,
haze and all that. You had to go to Harlem to get that.
Yeah, I had somebody that used to sell 15s, and they used to sell them to me for dimes when I was in college. I would cop 2 15s at the beginning of the day and smoke 3 L's all day till the next day.
Right, be high.
Like, be going to classes, hit it a couple times, put it out.
Right.
Get out another class, hit it a couple times, put it out. Go to dinner, roll another one, hit it, go play ball. Like, it was like, you know, like, nigga, I'm broke, but this shit is like literally hitting me, like,
right,
because it was good for then.
shit.
But the crazy thing is nowadays, that shit ain't shit. That shit is laughable.
Right.
Your tolerances.
Yeah.
But it's like,
they got so many different strands.
They can cross them. Yeah.
I'm out of the strand business. Like, I appreciate a good strand. I appreciate the name. But once you tell me the name, I look at it to see if it's worth it, and I buy it. When I smoke it with you and you ask me the name, I probably have no idea no more. Because the name's not that important to me. Because there's too many fucking names now.
Right.
I don't even know if the name is true or not.
Yeah, because they be lying. Talking about some, this roach spray. Like, what?
Like, nigga, it probably is.
He like, oh, wait a minute.
It's roach spray. It probably is. Not fucking with you. What are we doing?
See, I had to transition because I was the 60th Street girl, 52nd Street girl.
you
Like, hold on, we go on Arch and Jamaicans real quick. What y'all got today? That joint hitting no butt. I got a dub for you.
The N95, the CBD.
Yeah.
The special CBD. That's the
Listen,
closest thing you can get to weed.
The CBD is crazy. They're selling that in the
But that N95 shit, that shit
gas
took off.
stations.
You ain't lying, yo. That shit took off, motherfuckers. We do a outdoor event every other week or every week or so, whatever. And they have a CBD dispenser that's out there, and he be out there with that N95, and he be talking to motherfuckers like it's G13 classified. I'm not capping. He be like, I got the CBD, but I got the N95. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause who motherfuckers that know. I be cracking up watching ball, and he be handing out little joints and shit, and it just be like, yo, he makes a killing off of that. Like, he's whispering it for a reason. It makes a difference. It changes the people that when he first say his thing, they like, I don't really. They said, but I got, and they must.
They must know what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm crying.
Gotta hustle the hustle, man.
Listen, and he probably making a killing off CBD.
A
I
killing.
heard it just make you mellow. But I need something that's got that gank in it. Like, I need that.
I'll be honest, CBD and edibles did me good with my ailments.
Okay.
When I had the knee surgery and when I got in a car accident, so my back was fucked up and they was trying to put me on muscle relaxers and shit like that. I don't do no good with pills.
Yeah, I don't like
you
this.
put me on a muscle relaxer, I'll sleep on it and I'll still feel like I'm on it till lunch tomorrow. And that's not conducive to somebody that wakes up at 7 and 8 in the morning. Like,
Yeah, no.
I can't be in a fog all day. So I was using like little CBD shit that I would get from people that I knew, or I was doing edibles just to be able to literally muscle relax, like sleep good and wake up not feeling like I fucking slept wrong.
Right.
In pain. But like other than that, I'm a smoker. Like I'm a give me 15 minute smoker. I'm not like a hit the bong and be instantly high smoker.
Right.
I'm not.
Let it come down on you.
I like the process. I like the thinking that goes on while I'm smoking. I don't want to just instantly be out of there.
Yeah. Out of space. I mean, you might just try something else. You gonna want to go out of space.
No, it's too close.
It's too close.
It's too close. I've seen people take blasts. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was some weed. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm leaning a little bit. Nah, we don't need that no more. Like,
y'all have a dab before?
Huh?
Y'all have a dab before?
What's that?
The dab is the the concentrated THC shit. The wax.
The wet stuff?
Wax and shit.
Yeah, I actually tried that. And I had a wax pen. And all day I was at concerts. I was hyped. Smoking the wax pen. But it just made me too in a slumber. I don't like to be in a slumber. I like to be aware. I mean, it didn't make me aware, but I was too lackadaisical. I still want to be.
I hit the rig one time, the joint with the blowtorch. I'm at this festival. Shout out to NAPO, biggest weed activist in Philly, white guy. He got a gymnasium full of vendors. It's like a horseshoe shape all the way around the joint, and it's all weed shit. Like I had weed salsa, weed hot chocolate, like all
weed
type
salsa?
of candy. Yeah, salsa, like with chips.
That sounds good.
So like they had everything. I'm talking about merch. I bought a Scully. Like everything was in this room, right? And somebody runs up to him, Poe, you gotta take a dab with us, bro. He's like, give Sam one. And I'm looking, and I kind of wanted to try it. And I'm like, when in Rome, because I'm a when in Rome.
You do what Romans do.
I said, fuck it. And I hit that shit. And he said, now hit it again. And I hit it again. And I looked at the girl I was with when I found her. And I said, we got about 15 minutes to get to the car.
Wow.
Because there was nowhere in there to sit, and I knew it was coming.
Okay,
like I knew that wall was about to be. You know how you on a video game and that wall pop up and say game over? I knew that wall was about to jump out in front of me and I wasn't going to see it coming.
Right.
And the only place to sit in a building, like just imagine there's two rooms that have the same situation and then there's a hallway in between where everybody's smoking cigarettes.
Right.
So if I'd have sat by them, that was the only place to sit.
Right.
I'd have died in the middle of them cigarettes.
Okay. Yeah.
So now it was like, get me to the car. We on the third floor.
You needed some air. And
so we had to go all the way downstairs to get outside. By the time we got to the car, I was like, you driving. Like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And that was the time that's my dad's story.
I think
I'm not super nigga.
They put a little bit on the weed and stuff like that. Like it's like a wax they put on the weed and stuff.
Yeah.
I did try.
Now I've done that before,
cool.
But that direct hit, like when they got to use the blowtorch, because that shit has to be so hot,
so thick,
just to fucking melt. And now they've gotten rigs that heat themselves up, but like you still have to think about the fact that this shit has to get blown,
really melted to be able to smoke it.
Man, when that thing hits you, it's like there's honey and then there's honey.
Raw. It's crazy. We were looking at. I was looking at honey today. I'm like, do I want the one with the cone in the inside, or do I want the big $30 jug? Damn, honey is a lot of freaking money. Like,
I'm gonna have a girl that I actually interviewed when I was on FM radio a few years ago. Very soon. She's a beekeeper.
oh wow, that's
Black
dope.
girl. Which I've learned is a minority, and they're doing a lot of cool things to make it interesting to our people. So I want to talk with her real soon.
Yeah.
But like,
bees are really like dope for the whole eco environment. Like as far as us keep going on, and you know what I mean, like they play their part with pollination and
everything in nature. Yeah, but like I don't know, maybe we get with some some raw honey for her next hair.
Oh, thanks.
Next hair.
I do keep some raw honey here just because I offer.
Is that the honey right there?
It is because I offer coffee, tea, wine, some mixed drinks.
What kind of wine is your preference? Because I feel like you got one behind you. You've been acting like not there.
I mean, I was sipping this. Look.
Where's the cup with the straw in it?
Oh, that's.
Well, I have a big suggestion.
All right, this got honey in it.
Honey in it too.
So this is iced tea with honey. I wanted to have mine straight because that's what bro gave me, so I was drinking mine straight. But yeah, this one.
Because that cup with the straw was here when I got here, so she big groovy. She big groovy.
I put that in the back so I could be here straight with bro. But I do. It's over here. Look.
I don't miss shit.
So I got.
Oh, she already got the honey, the big jar.
But it's okay because and I don't want to mess up that. But I keep the little mini bottles.
Yeah, like the Sutter's Homes.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. No. I mean like other liquor, like Jack Daniels, Tito's.
Oh, you lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she talking heavy now.
Look, I'm gonna need my hair pressed. I'm gonna come to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to you because I don't trust nobody with my hair.
Your service, you get a drink.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you come to the salon, or even if you're in a barbershop or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. You can either find out some stuff, or you had a long day when you come in. Whatever you need to unwind, you might need to chill.
It's an experience.
Because I'm getting sister vibes anyways already. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like sitting there, it's like, yo, you need a press out, girl. And you need a nice condition.
I'm gonna just start the Sammie spot, and y'all gonna be my partners, and we all be good one building.
Well, let's get it. Let's get it.
Found out how to capitalize off of all this brilliance in one room.
Getting your hair done is therapeutic. Why not get your hair done and sip something? We normally watching a movie or listening to music, whatever. And
she the funniest, cause I said make all the sense in the world to get my hair twisted while we do this conversation.
Right.
And she like, yeah, that way you'll be relaxed. Motherfucker, this my show. I'm always relaxed.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna just leave that alone.
I did. Because I'm thinking, okay, well, you here for a service, so I'm thinking it's more so my show. It's not my show.
I mean, look, we got about 10 minutes. You want to take over? Go ahead and do your thing.
You got it.
See? Ain't as easy as y'all think.
I was going to tell her, if you get this honey and you get this tea, you got to get the horny goat weed herb.
That's good.
You heard of horny goat weed?
Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? For what, though? Why?
See,
I feel like
it's for multiple things.
The reason why you brought it up. But go ahead.
Horny goat weed, first of all, it's just a great herb. I use herbs anyways for like a lot of things that I do for the body. All day. But this herb, first of all, it got horny and it got weed name in it. But it's not a weed.
Perfect mix.
You know what I'm saying? There's no weed in it. There's no THC. It's stamina. It's relaxation. It's meditation. It's everything.
So you need me to just figure out how I can work that in.
I got the herb package. I mean, I sell it $3 an ounce. I get it right over here to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, let me get some multi-benefit usage.
No, really.
And I'm figure
and it's
out
good for the body too. I mean, you can look it up. Horny goat weed. It's really a good herb. Like,
the crazy thing is, I asked her to explain it for a reason, right? Because I know you. But in explaining it, she's saying all of the health benefits, but her mouth is twitching because of what she wants to say. Like, she's like, yeah, you know, allergenic. You know, protein. You know, like her eyes and her mouth is twitching between every joint, and I'm like, and it's just like, you know how somebody say something and you talking around kids, but you looking over their heads. Like,
read between the lines and just try that, Jewel.
It's like she just winked 5 times by giving 4 examples, and I'm sitting here
And I'm
like,
looking at him the whole time like,
like, you know.
we're like, yo, I need my horny goat weed. What's up? Forget that. Goat.
That is crazy, yo. That's hilarious because I'm literally watching you like, you know what? She is trying not to say the magic word.
Yeah, horny goat weed.
But she already said it because when you said it got horny and weed, and she said perfect mixture. This is like, y'all can't even control yourselves in the salon, yo.
No.
It's like once you get in the salon, it just come out. Like,
real talk.
and I'm sitting here trying to act like, you know, the kid who is in the salon with his mom and act like I don't hear all this shit. But I'm in the middle, and these my microphones. I heard you motherfuckers.
Real talk.
Damn. We about to wrap soon, but am I almost done?
Almost. You
got like one more row.
One row left.
Oh, all right. So let's talk till that's done.
Sammie, you're shining.
I'm looking like something.
You're shining.
As long as I'm
all
looking
I'm gonna
like
say,
something.
Rico Suave.
I'm walk out of here, bro.
You're shining.
As long as I look like something, what I
I
do.
wouldn't have it any other way.
Now don't throw the edge control up there, because if you throw the edge,
You've been
control up
voting for
I
edge
might give
control
him
all
one
night.
swoop and then wipe it off.
What the hell?
All right. What's one swoop? You wanna? Okay.
What
you,
is-
you,
Listen.
He wanna find out.
Listen,
No,
I see it right
How
here.
did that backfire?
Right here, bum bum, bum bum bum
Oh, my
bum.
barber got that.
Oh,
This right here.
Shout out to Maul. Maul, you got me right,
That'll be a good swoop.
my nigga.
That's one.
Nice.
Right.
right there.
Just say I got that good shit, but
you
don't try to
don't.
make me your
Look
little
at this
boo.
one. Look.
Like,
That one right there.
But you did it. You did the swoop. Let me
He
see
can
it.
get two.
he cracking up, so
He
she
can get
must
one
have
right
did it.
here, and he can get one right there.
Oh man, this you can take it
Y'all
out.
gonna have me looking like Shakari? I kick your ass. I said don't Wale me, she Shakari's me.
He's a running. He's a track star.
He's alright.
He's a running. He's a track star.
I hate
Life is
you.
good.
Oh, I hate you because that was a good one. I wanted to not like that one. I couldn't.
She did it superb and quick too, cause you have some nice, long, but a good size lock. You know what I'm saying? Where it still look like your could be like your natural hair out, but not too small, but not too big.
I'm gonna
know
tell
what I'm
you
saying?
why she a gangster. I've been filming and turning my head this whole time. She ain't yanked or popped my head yet. She just moved
Yeah,
with
she
it.
definitely worked
She
it
just
out.
moved with it like I'm 6. Now you got the 6-year-old, you just gotta go with it or wait till they go to sleep. She just like, fuck it, he gonna keep moving. She ain't complained yet. And I've been getting my hair done a long time. And trust me, I get fussed at every time. Every time. And all it need to be is a TV. It don't need to be 4 people in the room.
Nah, it
For
looks
me to
nice. It
get
looks
popped
really,
upside
really
my
nice.
shit.
And just the twist going back, that's it's giving
Superhero wit.
for sure.
So let the people know exactly how to get in contact and how to catch up with Whitney. I need all the details.
Okay, all the details. So let's start off with IG. You have Whitney Handz LLC. That is the most current one.
LLC.
Yeah, the one that says regular Whitney Handz. My son locked me out of that account, so I can't get in it. But it does still have my work, so it's not like you can't follow it. But LLC is going to be current. Same thing. Let me see what TikTok. That's Whitney Handz. TikTok is actually doing some major things.
That's what I was about to ask you. How's TikTok going?
TikTok is good. TikTok is good for
great.
yeah.
TikTok is great. I can't.
And there's real people up there too.
It is. I'm gonna come right back to that just because I was in the middle of trying to get them some info.
Okay.
Well, my cell phone number is my business number, so that's not personal. So 215-764-9028, whatever. And let me see, I am in Abington, so you can always, drop through. We can have a consultation that way as well. You can, purchase product that way as well. The hair restoration products are only here in the salon. I do ship out nationwide, worldwide, whatever. Let me see. What
Respectfully.
else? Yeah. It's easy to get in contact with me. I'm around.
That part. Now you saying back to the TikTok.
Yeah, I like that.
So back to the TikTok. Nah, that's if it's not 4 million, it's 3.9 views for Whitney Handz right now. So that's doing something.
I really feel like TikTok the new IG for real.
It is.
It's certain ways.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good for what I have. Like I have a brand ambassadors that's led by my husband. He has a big account. He's a dance influencer on there, and so
I was going to say that, but I didn't know if I was allowed to.
Yeah, you can bring him up.
Nah, he one of them.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, like all the dances.
He do. Yeah, he got all of them, but it's good because he wears, all the merch, and so that has a lot of people that's like, yo, I want this merch.
I like the dynamic of how y'all working together.
Yes. We are a really good team, and what's important with that,
I co-sign that.
I think can help out with other relationships as well, is one, do what works for y'all. Other people don't see the vision that y'all have. They don't see the dynamic of how things have to work for y'all or anything like that, and we do what works for us. And now that it's showing, you know what I mean?
And people
now I get what's going on. Oh, okay.
95% of couples would never take the risk.
Oh.
You know that, right? 95% of couples, like as a unit, would never take the risk. Even though maybe 70% of them would do it by themselves.
Right. But you put two people together, I mean, you can make more happen.
But what happens is in society, you feel like that's supposed to mean automatic stability and a certain trajectory.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And when we still got to figure some things out and we trying to build something that y'all don't understand,
right,
it gets fuzzy.
Yeah.
It gets fuzzy.
But it ain't for them to have the perspective. It's
your life.
Oh yeah.
It's your life. Your babies gotta go to school off this month.
Exactly.
That's what's what works for us. And us having this team, they gets it out there. So the things that they do and everybody that watch them, they like, hey, I need this. So they have their own promo codes. They give discounts or whatever for the people that came from them.
Those yeah.
All right, that's what's up. Residual money for the baby.
Even for the folks.
For
everybody involved. Yeah.
Everybody.
It's important, man. Because everybody got a part to play.
And it's dope because we ain't know them from a can of paint. Like these ain't people that I already knew you and.
Oh, you talking about the ambassadors?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are people that from the very beginning of us starting, doing the merch and everything, or from when my husband started dancing and everything like that, and them just following the stuff that he was doing. These are the people that was purchasing first.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got all your original stuff, or they was like, oh, you should probably do this, you should get that, and just rocking with it.
Right.
They family now.
That's what's up.
Nah, that's ill.
Because it's good when everybody eating.
Exactly. And I kept I'm telling them, like, listen, my blessings, you rocking with me, my blessings are attached to y'all.
Right.
Same thing as with all of us. The things that are meant for you, you're connected with the people that's here. Right. That means, we're all in there. Same thing with what's going on here. We're part of each other's history. We're part of each other's movement, growth, all of it.
Yeah. I love the positive energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love it because that's the only way that you're going to be able to grow. When you start being under lower level energies, you ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah, any low vibration is just what it is.
Right.
But like one thing about
So you leaving the edges out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck y'all up because I felt like that's what she was doing.
She left it out.
I don't like it.
It looks good. It looks good.
I don't like it. Anyway.
Right, your barber gonna appreciate it. Dang, I'm making sure that you won't be good for that, but for us, it's your edges.
Anyway, one thing about the elementary and middle school we went to, that's the goal. Like knowing that you're worthy, knowing your history, knowing that about community.
Right.
And
community is big.
And one of the things that, as much as we hated that school while we was in it, most of us, once you get out of it and you see what other people is dealing with, you realize that we have a different understanding of how to operate with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? How not to be so, I don't want to call it selfish, maybe self-centered, because that's fair. You're allowed to be self-centered. Yeah. But to just realize the bigger picture.
A healthy dose of it.
Yeah, realize the bigger picture of the fact that, man, all of this shit, leads to something bigger if we do it right.
Right.
Each one reach one and teach one. Like all of those things matter.
It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're part of a collective.
And it gives you safety. It gives you balance, because if you ever have another health situation, or you have a health situation, you have people, one, that might, your clients that'll understand,
right,
because they know you're not bullshitting.
Right.
So you have support systems that understand that there's a greater good and that we need to get you back situated, just because of what you've already done, not financially or business wise, because of the person that you are. You deserve to be comfortable.
That's crazy that you said that. I had a little breakdown this week where I had to like, yo.
At a moment.
Yeah, like, forget who I am as what I do. I'm a person.
I'm a human.
Are you going to still do that for me if I'm a person? This for me, this for who I am in your life, regardless of if I'm bad, good, whatever. Just who I am. Let me have that moment.
Yeah, this.
You know, people like, oh yeah, you're always going to be up. You're always going to be this. Yeah, what'd you say?
I said people have lost humanity.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you allowed to lie and create your own existence, then a lot of shit gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
But let the people know how to catch up with you and all that.
I'm Madam Vane, owner of Salon in the Box. You can catch up with me at Salon in the Box on Instagram. You go on my website, Salon in the Box. And that's it. And, you know, I'm so vain. Vina versus Vane. All that good stuff.
Couple Sippin with Sammie concert series.
Couple Sippin with Sammie concert.
Yeah. She around.
I'm around.
She around, and also a couple.
Edge control.
Oh, don't you dare. Also a couple of episodes, but shout out to Font Productions. Shout out to Whitney Handz Studio. I'm about to get us off camera before she do some fuckery to me.
Oh, yo, when I say.
Shout out to Madam Vane. Salute to Glagaware. We out this bitch, man. Sippin with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
You bringing it out? You bringing it in?
Cut!
Bringing it out? You bringing it in? It look good. That might be a thing. Yo, Sammie!
Not never. Never.
I gotta take this one. Sammie, put your headscarf on. You be good.
Kick your whole ass.
Put your headscarf on early.
Fighting words?
No, fight. Look. He gotta drink more of his beer. Yo, that joint is laid.
Now I'm gonna explain to y'all why I have a thing about this, right? You know, I had braids for a long time. Every time there was more than one girl that I got my hair braid, like, oh my god, he looked like a little girl. Look, if you just like
that Bow Wow syndrome.
Oh my god, the little curl.
No, real shit.
That Bow Wow syndrome.
I got
like my shit's, you know what I mean? I got better hair than the moment.
I know.
So that's why I say don't Wale me. You still doing it?
You
I'm
look
gonna
nice
kick your
here.
ass.
You gotta get the other side.
No, don't do nothing. I'm gonna call Maul tonight.
Slide on it. I know what you want, baby. What you want, baby? I got what you want, baby. Running through my walls, baby. Let's have some fun, baby. Baby, have some fun with it. Come and take it slow, baby. Don't you run, baby. Baby, don't you run from me. Like it when I want for you. Let me want, baby, let me want for you.
Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know I understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need. Know I got a girlfriend. I know you got a man. I can read your body language. I know I understand. This is what you want. While we playing, let me give it to you. That's what you need.
Tell me to move. Let me analyze. Know you got homie and boy. You got me magnetized. I got you mesmerized. Energy to enemy. Let me know the word. Don't pretend to be my enemy. I'm here for you. My window is sure. My my rental is sport. We can get straight to the Porsches, and dessert is awesome. Open the door for you. Come explore with me. Your treasure's my portal. Guide me, walk with me, share thought with me. Vibe, ride and tie with me, drive for me. Don't need you to shoot the fire for me. You die for me. Keep a hot plate in them thighs for me when I'm frisky.
know I got a girlfriend, I know you got a man. I can read your body language, I know I understand. This is what you want while we playing. Let me give it to you, that's what you need. You know I got a girlfriend, I know you got a man. I can read your body language, I know I understand. This is what you want while we playing. Let me give it to you, that's what you need. I know you got a man, that never meant a thing to me. You know I got a girl, so